Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the I'm so fresh and so new. Got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere.
This Chicago, nigga.
These suckers juice. I keep my promo on them poles. Keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man. With a million copies sold.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What's my name? Say my name.
Who the fuck you think you fucking with? King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. It's money, hungry fiends. Think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. I stay grinding 'cause I'm bread making, homie. And they can't figure me out 'cause they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm the lion on the meal. I'm that hollow point tip, pointing at you, ready to kill. These suckers better chill. But ask brother Will, the king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel. Say my name.
This
What's my
Chicago,
name?
nigga.
Say my name.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button when you come on in. When you come on in, hit the like button. We finna get on into it. We gonna get into it. I know y'all seen and heard or cut that Israel Talk Sports over there with Sister Keisha, but it is our turn now. Listen, y'all, I want to say what's up to everybody, but first, welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to Get That Off Your Chest. And I got my very, very special guest. That's right, have become a fixture in the game right here in the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Networks. And the boss say, put that man on. So I'm doing what I'm told. Listen, y'all, with my boy, my brother from another mother, met each other. That's right. During this time, we locked in. My main man, MSL, say what's up to the people.
Yeah, the 6 foot brothers, right? In Georgia, right?
That's right. That's right. The 6 foot brothers. That's right.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Obviously, it's been a full night, that Indiana game, which I know you're going to talk about, or Vegas game for those who talk like that. Yeah, it was all that. It was everything. You know, just came back, a couple of nights ago, came back late from Georgia, was there from last Friday, arrived back in town about 10:30 Tuesday night, took a rest day yesterday, took a half rest day today, and so yeah, it's been a lot of sports. I'll tell you that. Along
been
with
a lot of sports.
Yeah. So it's all good,
busy
and obviously a lot to talk about as well, right?
A busy week, and it was down to basketball this week. What I've been asking for MSL, just a little bit of the Sophie Cunningham stuff, but and Cheryl Reeves, shenanigans. But outside of that type of stuff, man, we actually had a full week of basketball. You got what I'm saying? And I will say, a lot of people thought I was a little short, little man, MSL. They thought I was like 5'5".
Well, I can verify that I don't study people who are shorter than me. I only notice people who are taller than me, but generally speaking, I think he's 6'1", like he says. So I'll give him that.
Big old boy.
Yeah, big old boy. Yeah, for sure, for real.
They thought I was an old big old chubby man. I mean, a short little dumpy, chumpy man, but I'm a big chumpy.
No, Bro Claw the G, y'all. Like I said on Tony's show, he be strutting around like a cockatoo, you know, letting everybody know, yo, I'm a big time rapper. You best to move. Yo, I'm a big time rapper. You best to give me some room so I can breathe. Stand back, stand back, stand back. And then he just sit there with like a frozen pose. And it's like you could walk right in front of him, he don't even see you because he's just like, I'm boom. I'm boom. I'm him. I'm him. So yeah, so
Brian Lewis, tell him that ain't me, Brian Lewis. Brian Lewis was there. What's up, Brian Lewis? I love you, brother. I see you, my brother from another mother, Robert Jones, and she wins in the building. Go ahead.
So like I told y'all, I stood there, you know, wait for him to talk because I didn't want to interrupt him when he was talking. You know, I didn't want to get pimp slapped because, you know, he was giving me that vibe. So, you know, so I was just chilling. And then I said something and he was like, all right, cool, brother, cool. But you just stand back. So so I said, you don't recognize the voice, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh my God. Then he started to be nice to me, y'all. So it was an interesting experience. And then
you be having to check who be walking up on you, MSL.
I understand that. I know boundaries. So I certainly didn't run in his face or anything like that. I took my time, I waited, and I let him, you know, make that decision on letting me in. So then after that, y'all, he just like, oh my God, let me put him on the air. Let him put it on the air. And you know, so it was loud.
Oh man, 100 grand.
Yeah, it was loud. I didn't know if anybody. So all I was just saying silly stuff because I figured that's the only thing people would hear or understand. So and plus, Keisha kicked us off anyway, right? Because she was like, "Where the game start? We gotta get back on."
Game start. Get off here, you suckers. That's how she do us, man. We can't win nothing with Keisha.
No, but your live on the spot stuff was good. I know she your little nemesis sometimes, but your live on the spot stuff was good.
I appreciate it, man.
And I heard, and was she wins there?
She wins wasn't there that night. She wins was there with y'all
for Barbie night.
She was so mad. She was texting me while y'all. She wins was in communication with me while y'all was there. She was so goddamn mad. She say, I'm so damn mad
about the game.
Know what to do? Yeah, man. She wins was hot.
But you know what's so funny? I didn't get to the game until about 10 minutes before warm-up started. You know, like once the game is supposed to start, they have warm-ups and then they put the clock, right? I think it's 15 or 10 minutes. So we got there 10 minutes before they put the clock on for the shoot around. So I missed like all the crazy pregame stuff. Like I saw the kids and, you know, with the basketball, dunking the basketball and all of that stuff. But I say that because I didn't come mentally like invested like someone who would have got there 2 hours earlier. Man, you get there 2 hours earlier and you come for all the festivities and everything, and then you get blown out like that. So luckily for us, we just got there right before the game started. So it was just a bad game, not a bad experience. Because because we got there, you know, like not too long before the game started. And we were just taking in like all the colors and the activity, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. You wish they would have won. You really, really wish they would have won. But instead of going with the conspiracy, I'll just say maybe they had a case of stage fright, because I had said on Tony's show, when you really think about it, that team, even in the playoffs last year, they didn't have that type of attention and focus and limelight and all the celebrities and all the colors and all the people, and a lot of their players.
No, they haven't had that type of attention because
they
had to resell the what's up, Jabari? What's up, Kevin? They had to sell the team, MSL. Now you know that the Dream was a trash bucket team also.
They was sold
and they still just not trying to climb out. Also with this Semesco stuff that's going on. I mean, but anyway, you know, y'all, that's y'all coach.
Whoa. Well, you say Semesco stuff, you mean stuff that we already know, or you're talking about stuff that's never been discussed?
No, stuff, just it's the stuff that we know about him not knowing rotational spots and sticking with his people. And, it's just questionable how good is he?
No,
How
is
good
he
of a,
Natalie Nakasi? Probably not. Is he Cheryl Reeves? Probably not. Is he
no,
even Becky?
no,
Probably
no, he's not.
not.
He's
But
not even old girl over there in Toronto, Sandy Bernardello. He's not.
and to his credit, he beat Stephanie White twice. So I guess I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He beat Jose
Yeah, he
with
beat
Dallas
Jose.
twice, but he just hasn't seen to master Becky or to master Nakasi. They did beat Minnesota once, and then Minnesota
They
beat
beat
them
the
again.
tempo too.
Yeah, I think they have one more game with Minnesota. Yeah, they beat Toronto, I think, 3 times, right? So
Two times.
2 times. So I mean,
Uh-huh.
I think he has some good points. I don't want to say he's totally. I think he has some good points, but obviously his in-game management and changes to a lot of us leave something to be desired.
Juice.
He has had games where he's come out at halftime and then things have changed and the team played much better the third quarter, but they haven't had those games lately where they turn things around in the third quarter. So there's a lack of consistency. And obviously people love to say, oh, why you blame the coach? Why don't you blame the players? But at some point, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, then who else can you look at but the coach? Because it's up to the coach to change things up, change the rotation, change certain players, or offer bounties, offer threats, whatever works. But you can't have the same thing over and over and over again and then keep blaming it on the players.
Hey, shout out to my brother Robert Jones. If we went to grammar school, Robert, in high school, I'd definitely be in trouble going to school with some of these guys, him and Brian Lewis. But I'll tell you this, brother MSL. It's hard to keep the main thing when you see my baby.
Your boy is funny, by the way. I just read what he said.
Right.
But he is different than Bob Jones, right? Bob Jones is a Clarkie, right?
Yeah, Bob Jones is a Clarkie. That's Robert Jones.
I know Robert
LSU.
Jones is more distinguished
LSU.
from what I remember.
LSU.
He's more distinguished.
LSU. But the thing is this, bro. The baby goat was suffering Monday. It was like nobody really trying to help me. I know Ryan had, whatever lapses that she has, but I mean, I'm getting sick of the lapses. It's a coaching error at the point when
She did play a decent game that game. I think she had 19 points.
19 points. She had 19, but she plays in spurts.
But right? Leash had a terrible game. Nas was nowhere to be seen.
She was in
and and JC, let's be real. And I'm guessing you are one of the people who was like, no, let Angel play more point forward. But she was terrible in the very beginning of the season. Then she got a lot better when she had that stretch in the middle of the current season. But now the last 5-6 games, she's been back to not playing point guard that very well and being killed on defense by bigger guards. So, so the team is either going to have to relook her at the end of the season, or now that she's not playing as well, maybe you want to get Angel more involved at the top of the key, with the offense. And she did seem to do that.
It's not looking good, MSL. It's not. I'm just telling you, guard play win playoff games. Your 4s and 5 win championships, right? I'm just saying
the guard play ain't what it should be.
Thank you, brother. I love you so much. It's really ridiculous that we have to talk about somebody driving in with a 6'7", 6'6" person there, and you're trying to take it to the cup.
But do you think they have enough talent to overcome that in the first round, depending on their seed?
I got to see who they play in the first round.
Right. Like if they play Dallas, right? would you be like, oh, okay, I think they can beat Dallas. Now, mind you, just because you beat someone 3 times in a row. Yeah, just because you beat somebody 3 times in a row doesn't mean you're going to beat them again in a 3-game.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a hard test. I would say they'll beat the Fever before they beat Dallas because Dallas match up with them.
Dallas is susceptible to size.
No,
They've been beat up. They've been beat up by size.
Yeah, but so is they got Lee Leroux if they play him. You know what I mean? If they play her, they got 6-7 over there on the bench.
I mean, Shakira had 27 the last game. I think Kiki had 22, and the game before that, they both scored in the 20s on them
because they keep Alana Smith, which is to Alana Smith credit last night, she had 21 points. But I'm saying,
she's been playing well lately.
Alana Smith was missed. She also had a double-double. You know what I'm saying? But let's play. Let's get
tonight's game
into it. Yeah, let's get right on into it, brother. Here you go.
Caitlin, so many plays decide a game like that. They obviously had 2 buzzer beaters, but what goes through your head after 2 free throws like that at the end of regulation?
Yeah, obviously just can't happen. And those are free throws I usually make, and certainly frustrating. Obviously one of them gives us a 2-possession lead and kind of cost my team there for sure. So that's on me.
In the first half, what did you feel like flipped from that moment until even the end of regulation that got them back into it?
I think we just became flat. I think it was like 2:30 left or 3 minutes left in that second quarter, and they called timeout, and we were playing with great pace, and then it led to some turnovers for us and like easy transition buckets for them, and that's kind of where they thrive. And I felt like that kind of got them going, got them some momentum, and that was probably the difference right there. They let them back in the game, but they're a talented team. They were never going to just go away. That was never going to be the case. But I mean, for us, like we got to find ways to be a little bit better. Obviously, I didn't know we scored 9 points in the third quarter, but we still battled, we still fought, and we put ourselves in position to win the game. And then honestly, it was me that made costly errors for us. So that's on me to help us win. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do.
Aaliyah, when the offense was struggling in the second half defensively, you guys were getting the stops and kind of keeping yourselves in the game on that end. What do you think of what you guys were able to do defensively tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were pretty focused. We knew that for us, even if our shots didn't go in, we had to lock in. I honestly thought we did a pretty good job of that. We tried to make them shoot tough 2s, tough 3s. I think we could have did a better job cleaning up the boards. I don't think they got as many points as they probably could have off their second chance opportunities. So for us, it's just making sure that we give them one shot.
Yeah, Aaliyah, you got that deflection at the end of regulation that kind of led to that little chaotic moment. Just what was your perspective of everything that happened?
Yeah, I got a hand on it, but then Jackie had it. And I think for me, I wasn't sure if she was going to force up a shot. And I think in that situation, you don't want to foul in a position like that and give them an opportunity to call a foul on a 3. So I just tried to crowd her space. She was able to get it out to Chelsea. And then obviously Chelsea hit that first buzzer beater. But I feel like that was pretty much just it.
Aaliyah, you're so familiar with A'ja. So in overtime, when she's going off a little bit, if you could just describe to us, what does she like to defend, especially when she's in her flow?
Yeah, honestly, I think we held her pretty good. I think it's just interesting to know. Obviously she's a superstar, and the way that she's just won MVPs, she's going to score baskets. They came in overtime, but I think honestly they were jumpers. They weren't just getting layups, and so I'm pretty happy with the way that we defended her. We'll live with contested 2s, and then we just take the ball out and push.
Indianapolis Recorder, Caitlin, when defenses are designed to take away their first option, what tells you or how do you differentiate between being a facilitator and a scorer?
You just take what the game gives you. I think you just try to read it. I thought they kind of switched Jackie on and off of me and Kelsey. She's their best perimeter defender, so we both saw her a good amount. Obviously, I wasn't able to facilitate too much in the second half, but also we didn't shoot the ball very well.
Myself, do she sound confused right there? Did she sound kind of confused right there?
she looks confused, but one of the things I noticed, that's how she talks after games. I don't know if she's stunned. I don't know if she needs her medication. I don't know if she needs sleep. But yeah, you know what I say? She sounds and her lips and mouth move like a Jim Carrey character. I don't know if it's one of his characters from In Living Color, but she sounds like Jim Carrey when he talks in that crazy voice with the big old facial expressions.
And something.
That's how she sounds. Like, she doesn't sound like someone. It almost sounds like everything is a joke.
Yeah.
With her, like everything's a joke. Everything is
like
cynical.
She's not able to read the room. Okay. Let me
switch Jackie on and off of me and Kelsey. She's their best perimeter defender, so we both saw her a good amount. Obviously, I wasn't able to facilitate too much in the second half, but also like we didn't shoot the ball very well overall. So, that poses a little bit of a challenge at times, but also our turnovers just need to take care of the ball a little bit better as well. And I think for myself, you just like read the game. They were doing a lot of switching. So you try to exploit mismatches when you can, but just take what the defense gives you, and every team's going to guard you differently. So you kind of got to read through the first quarter and then decide from there.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, she definitely seemed like she's on Valium or something.
Yeah, man. It seemed like she had to go take a couple of downers. It seemed like allegedly. I don't know, but allegedly. It's just how it sounds. All right, the other side, chat.
Am I supposed to be talking to this? Yes or no? Right. We had a play. It wasn't for me. It wasn't drawn up that way. Aaliyah Boston deflected it. It was a pass to me, and it was going to be a different shot. But Jackie, she kept playing, hit it back to me, and I looked up at the clock. I only had 1 second, one dribble pull, knocked it down. And then overtime, first of all, Asia had a great stop defensively. Like we always say, it's going to come down to our defense. And she had a great stop defensively. Got it to me on the outlet. I knew Becky wasn't we had an advantage. She wasn't going to call a timeout. So I hit it to Jackie, make her go score the basketball, but she hunted me on 3-point line, looked up at the clock again, and knocked it down. Woo! Amazing.
She called herself amazing. Shit.
You know you bad when you can call yourself
on both
amazing.
Ends of the floor. She had the assignment of guarding one of the toughest guards in the league, and probably the league has ever seen, in Kelsey Mitchell. And then coming back and doing that on the offensive end as well. She had a slow start in the first, just because she had foul trouble. Came back, we were like, we're going right back at you. Let's go. And we were able to get the stops and play in transition.
Before we move forward,
pause that for a second.
Okay.
Pause that for a second. Did you peep the game that Chelsea Gray said? This is like an Olivia Miles comment where she said, I was guarding they were guarding one of the best players in this league. No, you know what? One of the best guards in this league's history. And you're waiting for the drum roll, and she goes Kelsey Mitchell. See, we could talk about this another day, but there's an entire clan of
No, this tonight it's about. So let me play it.
No. I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying that a lot of the players feel this way, and they felt this way from 2024, and that was a little slying for Chelsea Gray right there.
Oh no, this is exactly why I played it. I heard this already. It's in our canvas. We good. We
right. A slow start in the first, just because she had foul trouble. Came back, we were like, we're going right back at you. Let's go. And we were able to get the stops and play in transition.
Before we move forward, Jackie's 15 straight points, 13 to end the first half, and the 2 to start the second is a franchise record for most points scored by a franchise player in a row. The previous record was 9, held by Dana and Jackie. And it's also the most points scored in a row by any player this season in the W.
Wow.
All right, continue.
Y'all was able to follow all that.
thing for Jackie and then everybody else just went on and run. What does that show about this team? Like just how special they are?
That to me or with you?
Either.
That's for
Okay,
you.
so-
Basketball is a game of runs, and we caught fire and got momentum heading into halftime, and that's what we needed. We needed to see the ball go through the net. We needed to get some stops defensively and kind of have them on their heels. So we went on a run, and that's what basketball is all about.
What has to happen to adjust and hold shifts that way?
Just keeping our cool. Like she said, knowing it's a game of runs. There's highs, there's lows, but we just got to stick together. At the end of the day, we have great leaders that's gonna lead us the whole time and make sure we keep our
Melissa
cool.
Smith
So I
got
think
her
that's the
clap
most
back
important
as
part.
well.
Yes.
It was great, of course. Being on the other side of things, it feels good, and then hitting 2 game winners back to back is just witnessing all this greatness is crazy. Yep.
Almost as good as one of my 18 women, right, Delissa?
We're going to go to Zoom for a couple questions.
You thought we was done?
Go. Nikias and then Callie.
Chelsea, for you, wanted to ask about the defense. Heading into this game, the Aces and the Fever were the 2 best offenses in W history, and this turned into pretty much a defensive battle for most of this one. Just what was it like kind of playing in that kind of matchup, and what did you like most about the defense tonight?
I really love the way we started the game. We started off the game aggressive in pick and rolls. Like multiple people can be in actions, and they play downhill really well and share the basketball. And we know they're a problem when they get stops and play in transition. So defensively, I love the way we started, and then we buckled down the stretch and was able to get stops and put ourselves in position to win the game. And basketball's that's what it's about. That's why you love the sport, right? Anything can happen on any given possession. So defensively for us, I was really proud of our fight and effort. It didn't go our way the whole time, but we stayed with it.
Gotcha.
We were on the
Thank you.
same page.
It's kind of like having a big closing picture in baseball. Obviously, you have to too, but can you just talk about how nice it is to have that in the chamber?
Man, it don't matter what happened the first 38 minutes. The whole game, overtime, we know who we rocking with. There's too much that we've seen. There's too much that, she's done along with Jackie and myself. There's too much that's happened that we would never lose faith in that. So we're gonna go get the ball to her, and we're living with that every single time.
Callie.
Chelsea, obviously don't want to take away from the greatness of this win, but it looked like in the third quarter, Jackie Young mentioned to the security that maybe something was amiss with one of the fans and somebody was ejected. The Fever put out a statement after the game saying that they didn't find any wrongdoing. I'm just wondering if you could clarify your perspective. It looked like you were on the court, maybe able to see what was going on.
Brokla,
If not,
can you pause that a
able to
quick
specify,
second?
could you just maybe speak to how important it is to support your teammates when maybe there are things happening?
Now, you see, they said they didn't find anything, but we saw 4 people on camera get escorted out. Now, this is what they did in 2024 when you had 8 teams, and even Coach Cheryl Reeves say that very disrespectful, despicable, over-the-top things, and then the league came back and said they didn't find anything, but obviously that's impossible because you can't have 7 separate players and an esteemed coach like Cheryl Reeves say they experienced the same thing. So the league protects Indiana. So here we go again. We all saw those 4 guys get escorted out the arena, but then they said, oh, we didn't find anything. I don't like that because obviously the league does not want to police or crack down on this because it all comes back to Caitlin, whether her fans
It
like
always
this or
come
not.
back. Yeah, it always come back to the money, dog. This is
Right,
this
or
is
it comes back to
this is
Caitlin or
Kathy
Sophie, and they don't want to deal with that.
It's Kathy Engelberg, period, brother. This is Kathy. This is nope. I didn't see anything. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics, but stuff gets said on the sideline quite often. It wasn't directed at me; it was directed at Jackie, and she told somebody, and clearly they found reason to kick him out. Just leave it there.
if they didn't find any, I mean, they had a reason to kick him out. So they don't just do that for nothing.
They actually
Bars, as Flowcard would say.
opted to remain out.
Remained out.
Thank you.
Who's gonna make it in? Yeah, I'm for this. Having Breezy in the mix defensively between you, her, and Asia, it seems like y'all can kind of guard.
Period.
Oh, keep going. My fault. Cut you off. Oh, get the mic. I think it's a cheat code. Starting with Asia Wilson, then having Breezy, then having myself. It's just like any player you put out on the court, they're gonna give their best effort defensively. That's something that Becky emphasizes a lot. Like, you're not gonna play if you don't play no defense. So it's kind of our main focus, and just having Breezy out there, being able to, like you said, switch 1 through 5 and just giving us that max effort every single time is huge for us.
And last question, Andrew.
Thanks, Caroline. And want to ask Nalissa, we know her as a point guard, but do we have a new nickname for the clutchness that Chelsea Gray gives, whether it's Chelsea Trey or Chelsea Slay? Any new nickname for the clutchness?
Now, point guard it is. I don't know. You got to come up with that. Let me know. I like Chelsea Slay, though.
Get out.
I like Chelsea Slay.
That's what it is.
She heard you. Hey, you know you. Hey, y'all, chat. You know you a bad motherfucker. You got your own name. You create your own name. Hey, chat. You a bad mother sucker.
Chelsea Trey or Chelsea Slay. I'm going with Chelsea Slay.
Hey, look. We can't. I can't make this up for the chat. For y'all that's here, please subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe here if you haven't. We only got 35 more subscriptions to get to 5,000. So if you guys can help me get to 5,000, I'm definitely appreciative, and
now
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really appreciative of that. And also, y'all, please hit the like button for me. And look, we gonna get into it, because as MSL, I don't know if you was in the chat. You was in the chat, right?
Yeah, I was.
I said I want the ball to go to Chelsea Gray. Both times. Did I not?
Please. I mean, we all know that. Just stop. But before I
toot my horn.
Before I rake you over the coals for tooting your horn, let me just say this. Let me just say this. Those two press conferences, right, remind me of, for those who watch old stuff or who've been around long enough or who was young, of the old wide world of sports beginning. They used to go the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And I don't remember what the person was doing in the thrill of victory, but they were doing something like winning, and they was happy, jumping up and down. And then when they had the agony of defeat, they had a ski jumper who did a terrible jump, and he just rolled down the hill from his feet, his legs, his head, just rolling down the hill, and the music would change, dur, 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 as the dude is busting his ass going down the hill. And this is what you see in these two press conferences. I mean, both AB and especially Clark, they can't even look at the camera. They look like the chat said, somebody drugged them up, somebody stole a puppy, somebody like kicked them out and threw them on the street or something. We get it. It's a tough loss. We get it. But man, they look shell-shocked, and especially Clark, right? Because she knew she threw that game away. She knew that she had a lot to do with that. And then you see Chelsea and Nalissa, they happy, they joking. The reporters are asking them about funny names, and Chelsea is throwing people out, saying, "Don't ask me that, just call me point guard." So such a dichotomy and a disparity. And when you think about it, they had a 20-point lead in the first half. Like, we forget about that. We forget about that because the second half was so great, but they had a 20-point lead in the first half. And it's funny because I had said, I don't know what Broclaw said, because y'all know Broclaw always come up with stuff after the fact, whether we heard it or not. But I was like, if they can cut this to 8 to 12 points by the end of the half, they got a chance. And I think they cut it to 3, even though they had missed the 3-pointer, which could have tied it. But
brother, I didn't like the way you put that. I didn't like the way you said that, brother.
Well, you know, you got mysterious powers, bro. Claude. All of a sudden, the predictions that we never heard, you know, come back, you know, come after the fact. So, but I'm not gonna.
Blasphemy.
But I ain't
That's
saying nothing about
blasphemy,
it, though, brother. I ain't
That's
saying nothing.
That's blasphemy.
Cause I don't be
T.
clocking
Camilla,
that T like that, brother.
Hey, T. Camilla, he clocking me right now. T. Camilla, you better let him know what's happening. Hey, T. Camilla, you better let him know. I called. Hey, y'all, listen, chat. I can't make this up. You know, just because I'm gonna just put it on my Scorpio Nation and the way that I have, you know, that intuition. You dig? I got a certain intuition about things, and people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I call it like I see it, right? And MSL is just right here, right now. Just won't give me the love and show me the love. the brother know what I'm saying is the real thing. He just don't want to give me the love and show me.
No,
the
we
love.
love you too, bro, Claude. We love you. We love you. We love you. But damn,
just
bro.
Don't want to give it up. Hey, you just don't want to give it up.
But be happy. But be happy you're not the wild world of sports guy flopping down the hill with the music going da 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 da, and the dude is like. You know, that dude probably ended up at the bottom of that hill, like dizzy and traction, probably had to be helicoptered out or something. Be happy that's not you, because guess what? That's Caitlin Clark, especially, and that's Aaliyah Boston today, because they done fell down that hill like 99 times, because so many times they thought they were going to climb the hill and get to the promised land, as Dr. King said. But unfortunately for them, Clark threw the ball away, gave the ball away, missed the free throws. She took an ill-advised three-pointer at one point when you were like, okay, let's set up the offense. And she just came down and chucked up a three. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, what are you doing? Now, I'll be honest. I was one of those people who had the sound off because I didn't want to hear Candace. I was actually listening to you guys, right? And your play-by-play, you and Keisha. So, but I hope someone on the broadcast said, what is she doing? Because she made so many bonehead plays at the end of that game. And this is what we mean, y'all, when we say that she doesn't know how to play in a half-court offense because she's not a point guard. Like, she's not a point guard. You also saw, and I know Broclaw went to say this, so I'm not stealing his thunder, Stephanie White substituted her the last 11 seconds of the game because she didn't trust her defense. And then the game was physical. Another thing I noticed, Broclaw, you see how poorly everybody shot? Let's be real, chat. Let's be real. I kept saying in the chat that the way they officiated this game is the way a lot of Angel Reese's games are officiated for a large part of the year. And guess what? Everybody had poor shooting percentages. You know why? Because they was getting clobbered, they was getting fouled, and the rest were not making the calls. Now, credit to both teams for playing through it. But when they want to talk about shooting percentages, look at that game today. Asia was being abused. They was hanging off of her, but to the ref's credit, it was going both ways. The only difference is Asia was being double and triple team more than Aaliyah Boston was, the same way that Angel would be double and triple team more than anyone else on the Dream. But you saw the shooting percentages because that's how the game was being called. So I give the Aces mad credit for not even bringing up the officiating by name at the end of the game. Now, of course, they won, so they could, they can say that. And good old shell shock Clandiana, they still sitting there trying to say, what happened to me? What happened to me? Like a cartoon character when they get hit on the head and they go rub, and you see the little constellation flying around their head. Like, they're still trying to figure out what the hell just happened. But and you and I talked about this before we came on, bro, Claude, which we forgot to say to the chat. Everybody in the chat in the first half was saying, so y'all just came and destroyed the Dream like that, and then you play like ass against Clandiana? Like, what's up with that? So the fact that they won and helped the Dream, I think most Dream fans will take that instead of just having a haterade that they came and bust that behind up in Georgia. What's your feelings, bro, Claude, on everything I just said?
Okay, now look. For the reference.
The scoreboard back up.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Look. Oh my
Oh, Bro
God.
Club pulling receipts, y'all.
I can't believe this Tone.
Hey, I could. I mean, it's. I expect. Oh, she took the scoreboard with her.
Yeah, I'm finna put it back.
Let me grab the scoreboard. Oh, you got it.
You got it. You go on to do it. Go on to get it. Go on to put it up, sweetie pie. Oh, Tone. These my receipts.
Why is it not let me? Okay, there you go.
We finna hear. Oh boy. A call. Okay. We about to go, chat.
Yeah, but Bro Club, you acting like it's special saying that Chelsea Gray was gonna take the last shot. Who else gonna take the last shot?
Hold on. Oh, she hit it. Oh, she hit it. I told. So I can't get mad. The GOAT had an air ball. She been off all night. They gave it to the GOAT. The GOAT didn't. That's the MVP candidate right there.
Yeah. If you want
that's the
MVP
MVP
somebody
candidate.
one, yep.
That's the MVP candidate. While you're lying.
Bro Club, that don't prove nothing. Just
hold
stop.
on a second, MSL. Could you be quiet, MSL? Oh, she was in the air. Watch. Just listen.
She's like, go ahead and foul. You got to foul. Jack, oh boy, look. The coach is mad, boy. Don't foul her.
Here come Chet.
Claude, they're saying that when she landed before she got the ball in.
But she didn't.
As she was coming down?
No, she did not. She got rid of the ball.
Well, that's what we both were different.
Yeah. Who we give it to? Jackie Young.
Hey. Old youngster.
No, I would give it to. You can give it to Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, or the Mamba because they all hit that shot. Crunch time, I give it to Chelsea Gray. Oh, who I say?
Oh, that ain't what y'all gonna have to put the scoreboard back.
Who I say? Crunch time, I'll give it to Chelsea Gray. So nanny boo boo, she wins. You too late too. You should have rolled with Russ.
Didn't Chelsea Gray already hit a previous 3-pointer to take it into overtime?
No, she did not. Chelsea
Gray hit both key 3-pointers, Bro Club.
Yeah, that was the key 3-pointer to tie the game to go into overtime.
Oh, okay.
That was the three that I was talking about to go into overtime.
No. It was a good pick. I'm not saying it wasn't a good pick, but it's not like you. But it's not like you broke Claude Adamas because.
So y'all trying to down?
No, but you're not Claude Adamas though because it's not a hard pick. It was going to be Jackie, her. It's going to be Jackie, her, or Asia, or Jackie possibly Young Jewel Lloyd. But more than likely,
it is a hard pick. Jackie Young is hot. Jackie Young is hot right now. She's hot, so it's a hard choice. And then the Gold Mamba is known for knockdown last second shot.
She is.
So it's a hard choice.
But you still not broke Claude Adamas because,
because it was saying so. Because you a hater and I'm a player, and that's the whole difference. You just.
But I was sitting there saying Chelsea Gray too. But I was sitting there saying Chelsea Gray too. But I'm not going to announce it to the whole the whole chat. I was thinking Chelsea Gray too.
I don't know if you was thinking Chelsea Gray. You probably was thinking. You probably was thinking Dana Evans. That's what you probably.
No, that's Grizz. No, you may want to talk to Grizz about
you
that.
Was Goon. You and Goon was talking about Dana Evans. Y'all just man that I be calling stuff and I know how to see and play this game. I'm just saying I knew that Chelsea Gray was gonna knock that guy.
No, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, she, and the thing is, she only had 11. She only had 11 points in the game.
That's it. So, the whole game, she was missing.
So when I saw that go in, one of the things that came to my mind was the FIBA World Cup. I was saying, now, young whippersnappers, y'all may think that y'all are there yet, but it's this toughness,
Right.
it's this toughness, it's this experience, it's this guile, it's this fight. That is something that youth does not present. And Chelsea Gray was showing the youngins, this is why y'all are there and we're there, because we got to show you how to be like us.
That's right. That's it. Here go your girl, your favorite coach.
You know, you have 3 free throws that could end it right there in regulation, and none of them dropped. Do you feel like you need to say anything to Kelsey and Caitlin in a moment like that?
No, I mean, look, it's easy in a game like this to think it comes down to one thing. You know, for me, I look at that 15-0 run in the last 3 minutes of the second quarter and the 7-0 run the first however many minutes of the third quarter. You know, that's the gist of it. I look at our 22 turnovers. They gave him 18 points. Players already hate that they miss free throws, right? Hate that they miss plays. Like that's, you just got to try to keep them positive, you know, in those moments. But, you know, it really came down to, you know, us giving them extra possessions with our turnovers. And those runs end of second into the third.
And I know on a broken play it can be tricky, but was there instruction to foul on that last play of regulation before it got?
We knew what was coming, and we were right there. I mean, we had talked about fouling, but they're so good, and they're such veterans that you know, if you get your hand in there just a little bit late, they're going to go up into the shot and they're going to bait you, you know, into that. You know, in that situation, that's a 50-50 ball that we just got to come up with. I mean, AB read it perfectly. Her timing was perfect. It's a loose ball, and you know, it bounced their way. We got to come up with that play.
Defensively tonight, especially in that second half, it felt like you were getting stops to kind of keep you in the game. What do you think of the work on that end?
I thought when we got them playing in the half court, we were excellent. I really did. I thought we were very good. You know, it's tough when you play a team that's defending champs. You know, when you give them easy opportunities in transition and then they get confidence. And you know, I thought early in the game, our defense was good. I don't know. At one point they were shooting like 34%. But then you give them, you know, layups in transition and you get a couple of those to go and you get a little juice and then you start knocking down some threes and, you know, we were playing catch up. So I thought when we got them in the quarter, our defense was pretty good.
You mentioned giving up the 15-0 run, and that was right after you guys went on the 20-something run. Just did you feel anything flip from one run to another, or what changed in either the Aces or with you guys? I
think we had 5 turnovers in that run. You know, we talked about it in the timeout. Hey, we want to make a run right here heading into the half. I think there was 3 minutes left, maybe something like that. But we had 5 turnovers, and it just allowed them to get the gas going.
Cold
get going on the offensive end.
That run that you talked about with Jackie Young is a league record.
Mhm.
In that thought process, what adjustments could have, or what adjustments were made or made in regards to the thought process, and what did you learn about your team's identity tonight?
It's tough to make adjustments when you're getting turnovers for touchdowns, so to speak. So just really talking about taking care of the ball. When that happened, we got away from our pace. So talking about keeping our pace, because our pace is our advantage. You know, really trying to make sure we got the looks that we wanted to, you know, on the offensive end when there were dead ball situations. You know, it's, again, I thought when we were able to set our D, we were pretty good. But you know, our group, I'm proud of our group, because, you know, to be able to take a punch like that. And then we kind of just stood there. Like, I don't know a whole lot about boxing, but you know, when you like hold on right there, we kind of just held on, you know, and then we found a way to fight back. You know, and look, we got to learn from this, because there have been too many games where we've had leads and we've relaxed and we've let teams back in it. So I'm not sugarcoating that. We got to learn from it. We got to make plays, and we need to make plays. You know, I feel like I should have called a timeout at the end too, when we didn't see anything that we liked when that clock was running down. You know, that's on me. But at the end of the day, we got to watch it. We got to learn from it. We got to grow, and we can't trip on it. You know, we can't trip on anything that's behind us. We got to move forward, because we got a tough Chicago team coming at us on Saturday.
Season where a big lead just fades away. And I know we were asking you about it earlier in the season. Why do you feel like that's still such a challenge for you guys? What relaxes for your team?
Our minds. You know, I think
that's how you want your coach to sound.
You see it in Vegas. They're vets. You know, their mindset is always the same. They don't get too high. They don't get too low. They stick with what works and what got them there. You know, I think for us, for our young core, it's a growing experience. You know, there's no substitute for experience. You can't walk them through it. You can't talk them through it. You just got to go through it. And so I think for us, it's just part of our growth process. Now, I think early in the season, I'm not sure we would have responded the same way. So we are better. You know, we got to get to where we don't have those moments, or if we do, they're shorter, right? They're shorter. And we got to find ways to continue to mentally stay locked in.
Stephanie, you've coached her now for 2 years, so you know her mindset. When Caitlin comes in here and says, you know, this one's on me, and she's taking the blame. Do you like that as a leader, or you know how much she cares, and that that passion that she carries, and sometimes she's hard on herself. So do you like that as a leader? She steps up and say that, or you want to have a
Yeah, of course. I think you like that as ownership, but as an athlete and as a coach and as somebody who's been around for a long time, it doesn't come
as ownership. You like that as ownership. You get it? She had to own it because it was true. That's how she was bringing it across.
down to one singular thing. Like, we know that, she's disappointed in herself, certainly. As I'm sure, a lot of our players are, but we got to use it as fuel. And she's going to be better. I know she's going to be better on Saturday because of it. I mean, she's a competitor, she's a fighter, and we're collectively need to be better on Saturday because of it. But it doesn't come down to one thing. And I know, again, it's easy to look at it and think that it does, but it was a collection of things. And if we cut our turnovers in half, it's a different ballgame.
They play Chicago Saturday, right?
Yes. You say a hot Chicago team.
Is that in Chicago?
In Chicago. We at home.
They got a chance.
We at home. Yeah, we got a chance, baby. We at home. So I picked the Chicago Sky to win.
And
Saturday.
Camilla has another chance to prove she not little sister.
She got another chance to prove that she not little sister. She absolutely do. And she knows by now AB is she don't give a shit about that Gamecock, nothing. That's in the garbage with her.
It's funny you brought up AB because during the chat, I was saying to the chat, and we've all spoken about this. You see these silly Clarkies that always like to attack like AR5, right? And whether it's true or not, some of the stuff they like to say is she can't jump, she's clumsy, and they say she's abusive and overtly physical. And every single time I watch AB play, what jumps out at the screen is she can't jump a lick. AR5 can jump way higher than this girl. It's not even close. Like she don't jump, period. We know she's the elbow queen of America. That's why she's promoting macaroni right now. And she doesn't necessarily have, no, it's true, elbow macaroni. And she doesn't necessarily have moves. She's just very physical and very purposeful with her moves. Angel's a lot quicker than her and more artful in how she makes her moves. Like Angel can face up from the post and then spin around you or go around you or jump around you like she did in the last game versus Phoenix. And Angel is not nearly as dirty as most of y'all already know as AB. So I always find it ironic. They take the things that their players have, mainly Clark and AB, and they turn it around and they say this is Angel's issue. When you actually watch them, it's really Clark's and AB's issues, because she was beating up on Asia like it was going out of style. I mean, I could not believe how much she was beating up on Goat. I was just sitting there like, this is pitiful. There was one, towards the end when Asia was just like begging for a call with her body. And then she looked and she turned around and they still didn't give her the call. But to her credit and to the whole team's credit, they ran up the court and did what they had to do and kept playing the game until they could find a way to win. So you got to salute the champs on that. But my God, this was like boxing on hardwood.
Well, they let the GOAT get beat up, but I will say this. I differ with you. I think AB is very nice. I think she's clean around.
She as a person had nothing to do with her game. There are a lot of football players. Walter Payton was a nice guy, but he was a killer on the field, right?
Listen to me like I listen to you.
No, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Listen to me. Don't get triggered. I said, I think she's very nice. When I mean she's nice, that's a Chicago slang. She nice around the rim. She nice. The way she play. I think she's a good player. I think that AB can shoot the three.
She can this year.
She just hit 3 in this game. What are you talking about?
I said she can this year. I said this year. This season.
No, every year she's progressed. I mean, she's just getting off a rookie contract. This is her first contract, so she's not even considered a vet yet. You got what I'm saying? So this is her first rookie contract, and she's 4 years in. This is AB. AB is a Brutus, right? No one really liked Hakeem Olajuwon abundantly, because Hakeem Olajuwon will beat your ass. He was he was very skillful. He was a brute. He gonna slap your balls down. He gonna punish you in the paint. He gonna put the ball on the ground. You know Hakeem's game. And
but he was way quicker, more athletic than Boston is in her sport.
Oh,
so
most definitely.
And he had 10 times more moves than her.
AB got moves down low. I'm not gonna even cap. She got moves down low. Maybe you not.
But she's slow. Enough. She uses her physicality and her size.
But she's supposed to. She the biggest shit that's on the goddamn court. She's 6'6". She's supposed to. She is slower. You're correct. You're 1000%.
But I'm saying Hakeem, since you brought him up, can beat you with his strength. He can beat you with his quickness.
Yes,
he can beat you with his skill. Or he could just jump over you and cram it on you.
I was just talking about how some didn't like Hakeem because he was a no nonsense type of guy. He would slap the shit out of you. You got what I'm saying? Hakeem.
He wasn't dirty though, bro, Claude.
No, he was.
Boston is dirty. I know you like her, but because she's from South Carolina, but she's dirty.
No. No, listen. Don't get it wrong. I do not like the way she plays defense. I do not. Defense and offense are two different things. I think that she gets away with a lot of the shit that she gets away with because she's an Indiana Fever.
But look what she did to Kai on that game where AT got thrown out. I mean, it wasn't like a grazing elbow. It was like a solid 3-4 inches of her elbow that hit Kai.
No, she's a very me and you are responsible to differentiate defense and offense because that's the type of people we are. We're very knowledgeable of the game. And your defensive game don't always speak for your offensive game because we got a Caitlin Clark getting put on the sideline. Whereas if you were an Indiana Fever and you, MSL and I were getting a check, we want AB out on that court. Better on our side than they side. She's that type of defensive player.
I agree. I don't blame her physicality. If that's what works for her, I don't blame her physicality. All I was saying was I find it funny, and I know we're not really talking about this now, but I noticed it during the game, but I find it funny that those folks try to paint Angel like she's some sort of enforcer or bull in a China chop, and she's not. Like there's a lot more skill and finesse.
No, she's not, but she is. Angel is very physical.
No, Angel's physical when she's in front of the basket.
Oh yeah.
But when she's in space or in motion, she's not trying to knock you down.
No, she's
or
not
knock
that
you
type
over.
Of player. That's
but AB is looking for the contact. AB is always looking for the contact.
No, that's AB. AB wants contact.
Right.
Angel not looking for the contact. Angel will deal with the contact. See, it's different though, right? It's one who initiates and one that deals that can initiate. You got what I'm saying? But she defers because she's a clean player, right? Angel, I'm talking about.
Right. Correct.
So she defers. and me and you have gotten on her for deferring sometimes on certain plays. Was like, man, no, Angel, you just stay you, be you. But whereas AB, she gonna damn near hurt a person.
Yeah.
Like she almost hurt the GOAT. She almost, you know what I mean? I mean, every time Angel and Asia play AB, they be like, look at this ninja. Look at this mother sucker. And y'all letting her get away with this? Like, I don't care for that type of defense, okay? Because I'm a finesse guy too, okay? But I know that I had to play through it, right? Because playground play, you know this. Playground play, you don't get fouls, check.
But and if the refs are allowing it, which was the case tonight, then you could then you can see Boston saying, okay, I'm going to do what I can get away with, and I could almost guess that they're not friends. They may talk when they have to, but I get the feeling
don't like AB.
They're not friends because after the game, Asia was yelling and screaming, and you know, like
mad. The GOAT was mad. The GOAT was upset. Like, I'm 4-time MVP. You letting her do that type of shit? Like, look at her. Look at what she's doing. I'm on the ground. Look at this motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? So,
right.
I mean, I think it was diabolical. I think it was uncalled for the way that AB plays. But hell, she on a team with a coach that condone it. You understand? She on a
so you think that's like a Sandy Brondello thing?
Hey, she on a team and has a coach that condones it. You know why? Because the same coach she had was AT coach when she choked the shit out of Angel in the air and slammed her down. Okay? Let's not act like this Stephanie White all of a sudden could get somebody like AB. No.
Oh, I see. You're saying she's the kind of coach that if she has someone that's big like that, she's like, use it to your advantage.
Absolutely.
And
AB has gotten worse since Stephanie White has been that coach. Last year was the worst that we've seen AB play physical like that. We ain't really
nobody liked her last year.
No, AB wasn't playing like that in 2024 like that. AB was more of a finesse gamer. But as soon as Stephanie White came, this girl was beating the hell out of people. She was showing her film from AT. Remember they was talking about it last year. On them Connecticut games, she would show them film. AT is not an elbow person, but she knows how to get people up off of them. And now AT will hit you with the elbow.
Yeah, to me, AT is not nearly as, if you want to use this word, dirty as AB is. Like
but AT is physical.
She's very physical.
Very physical. On the border. She's on the border. She's on the border.
But I think Boston is worse.
Yes, absolutely. 2.0. 2.0. Listen, y'all, we got 165 people up in here. Please hit the like button and subscribe. We only need 35 more subscriptions to go here. We only need 30. So if you're new to the channel, we talking about it. What's up, Van? What's up? You got a new handle, Van. Picture up there, Van. I didn't even know that was you. Listen, y'all, we heading to 5,000. It's 160 in here. Come on with it, man. Come on over. If you over on X, on Twitter X, come over here. I know y'all been waiting for us to come on Twitter X. Now we back on X. Come on over here, man, and hit the like button and subscribe. Hey, we're going to continue on MSL after these messages.
Got a package for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I've been waiting for this.
You are very welcome. Have a great day. Bread House Butters and Essentials keeps my skin looking good and smelling good. Their pineapple and mango scented shea butter are my favorite. Hey there!
Hey, baby, did you buy that shea butter that smell good?
You know I brought some Bread House Butters.
The streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah, man. So I would say, y'all, to sum this game up, the first major story I want to say, Indiana, is how Kelsey Mitchell, how well she played. She attacked the paint. She forced Las Vegas into defend her in multiple actions. She pushed the ball up the floor, and then she asked for it back, and then she took her time and stride and scored willingly. Willingly, she scored. Kelsey Mitchell was doing what Kelsey Mitchell do, and she has done throughout the 2026 season, applying pressure to defense from every area on the court. Mitchell does not require 10 dribbles before she attack. She can score coming off the screen, sprinting, transition, relocating to the corner, or receiving the ball with the defender already closing in on her. Aaliyah Boston was establishing herself around the paint and giving those pick and rolls that you saw Kelsey Mitchell oftenly do. Although Caitlin Clark was in the game, she definitely was drastically inefficient from the three-point line. She was 2 of 10. Kelsey Mitchell, on the other hand, caused problems all night long for them to chase and run her down to stop the onslaught that she gave the Aces. It looks like the Aces was just standing still when Kelsey Mitchell gets the ball, and it has no answer except for 2 big blocks that was given by the GOAT on Kelsey Mitchell, deterred her from driving in to the lane and at the fourth quarter mark. Now, let's get into it. Kelsey Mitchell is the true leader of this team. Kelsey Mitchell also should be in the second or the third space for MVP. Arguably, it is others that is there for that race, but no doubt, Kelsey Mitchell is the leader of the Fever. Mitchell rescues the Indiana Fever each and every single time. They depend on her to get it done most of the time. I know everybody, or the Caitlin Clark fans that do come up in the chat, I know you guys want Caitlin Clark to be the girl. I know you guys want Caitlin Clark to be the purpose. I know you guys want Caitlin Clark to be the leader. But we have to keep the main thing, and keep it a buck with each and every last one of you guys. Caitlin Clark is not the leader of this team. Caitlin Clark is a role player on this team. The reason why I say she's a role player, because the role player that's on this team is not Kelsey Mitchell, especially when she leads in scoring. She leads on the way the offense in the play actions is happening. She's needed on each and every play action. And then in crunch time, they're not looking for Caitlin Clark to actually make the great play. The astonishing, the absolute, the hero ball type of creation to really play in this game. Kelsey Mitchell is all of those things and above. I just think that Kelsey is probably MSL one of the fastest and the most flawless tools in this game, and she's undersized as a two throughout the whole entire league. So I'll let you go ahead and draw.
I mean, Kelsey Mitchell is, I mean, I don't know if she's 5'7" or 5'8" or 5'9".
She's 5'6". She probably 5'6", 5'7".
But
I seen her.
But she is just a handful. I mean, it like when you watch Indiana, what you notice more than anything else, when they really, really need a basket, and you know they need a basket, they are trying to get that ball to Kelsey Mitchell, and more times than not, she will. It seems like she does score, and she does make that basket, whether it's a drive to the basket, whether it's a floater, whether it's a three-point shot or a mid-range shot. She just always seems to hit that shot. And when it comes to tight measures, she doesn't run from the moment. She doesn't shrink from the moment. But for whatever reason, so many times when you see Clark in those situations, she either doesn't want the ball, she makes an ill-advised shot, or worse, she makes a turnover, or she makes a jump ball because she doesn't know what she's doing. And on occasion, she will hit some of those shots like she did at some point, because she shot like 6 times 3 is what? Like I gotta check, but she shot poorly. I think she shot like 30%. 30%.
No, she saw 20. She shot 20% from the 3-point line. She was 2 of 10, and then she shot. I mean, listen.
She was 5 for 15 at one point, and I think she ended up 6 for 18.
You could get mad at me. Listen, let me do my thing real quick, MSL.
Sure.
Let me do my thing. Hold on a second.
Oh, you're gonna look up the shooting stats?
Yeah, I'm looking up this. You could get mad at me, Corey Vice, but you get mad at these facts. That's what you do, and it's facts over your emotional feelings and the way you feel, just because you feel that way. That's your problem.
No, because what a lot of the Clarkies will say is they'll go, oh, well, what does Chelsea do? She just scores. Now, some people respond, because Clark has such a high usage rate, you don't allow Kelsey Mitchell to pass and do some of the other things. Well, often her job is to score. But what I think is even more important is it's not what else can Chelsea do. It's what does the other guard do. And Indiana has proven, including especially last year, that if you just put a serviceable guard next to Kelsey Mitchell, the team will do just as good, if not better, without Clark, like they did last year, like they did the 4 games they haven't played with her this year, or even some of the games where they reduced her role when they said she had injury issues, like when they beat Vegas previously. You don't need your point guard chucking up 20 shots when you got Kelsey Mitchell there, especially a point guard whose handle is not that great, as we saw against Asia. She couldn't beat Asia off the dribble. She couldn't get Asia off balance. She couldn't get Asia off balance. And it's almost like she just gave up on the play and tried to throw the ball away because she was frustrated. But the irony is she didn't even try that hard. There was no bang, bang, explosive crossover or bang, bang, head and shoulder fake. It's like she just meandered with the ball like she didn't know what to do, or like she was intimidated by GOAT. And then she just tried some dumb pass. And the irony that I find with this is Angel Reese fans are not going to go and create videos and put them on a loop to show the closing 60 seconds of what Caitlin Clark did. But if that was Angel that had a close like that, you would see 100 videos on YouTube and all these other places where they would play it in a loop, making fun of her.
Yes.
But all players make bad plays. That's just the sport. But for some reason, they only want to show, and we know why, they only want to show Angel's mistakes, but Clark makes just as many, if not way worse mistakes than Angel does, because Angel's a money player. Angel's a money player.
But here it goes to show you.
Angel's a closer.
Turnovers.
Clark is not a closer.
Eight turnovers. You have to be pulled off the court doing defense. And Corey Vice. See, I know you're an emotional guy. You're not a rational person. Or either if you're black, you're an emotional guy and you don't go to facts, or you're a white man that don't want to hear the truth. I'm not going to call you a racist because I don't think that's what it is. I think why would you talk bad about Kelsey, and she's the leader of your team? She is the veteran of your team, and she's
respected. Clark is not respected on the team.
Every single night. The whole league respects what Kelsey Mitchell puts down and does for you guys every single night. And arguably, if you look at this chart, Aaliyah Boston had a double-double, a great game. She had 21 points. She was 9 for 15 from the field, and she had 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, and 3 steals, 2 blocks. That's AB. That's the second best player on the team. That's the second best player on the team. My discussion, my beef with the Caitlin Clark clan. Why are you disrespecting people when it don't fit your narrative? Why are you upset that Kelsey Mitchell is not a reluctant leader? She takes it on. Kelsey Mitchell.
Just so you know, bro, Clutch, she was 7 for 20. On about 35, 36%.
No, she's 7. It's right here. I got it on the board for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 7 for 20, 2 for 10. She was 7 for 20, 2 for 10, and she had 8 turnovers. Loose ball. That's terrible. Kelsey Mitchell is not pulled out of games loose ball during the defensive last seconds. You're not keeping it real with yourself, loose ball. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark is being pulled out of games on defensive end in the last seconds.
And Chrissy Sides used to do it all the time in her rookie season.
Chrissy Sides was already doing this. That's terrible. That is terrible. That's bad. That means you're a one-pony horse show. Kelsey Mitchell could play defense. What are you talking about? Kelsey
Mitchell, but they love to say that Kelsey doesn't.
No, but she do. She
does. And she plays hard.
But they want to cover up. Kelsey Mitchell had the most steals, second most steals. Aaliyah Boston had 3. Kelsey Mitchell had 2. Monique Billings had 2. What are you guys talking about? But in their mind, because Caitlin Clark got the 1 steal, she stole the ball the most. Not what the statistics say. Are you crazy? Yes, you are crazy. Are you stupid? No, I don't think you're stupid. I think you're playing a game, a serious game, and you want to play giveaway baskets. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it here. And we're going to call the main thing. Listen, go ahead.
And the funny thing with Clark is, if you watch her play long enough, or if you watch enough of her games, she's very, very streaky. And she's streaky in the sense where, depending on what streak the game ends on, she'll either be the hero or the GOAT. Because as long as she keeps shooting, she will eventually go into a slump. Because it's rare you see a game by Clark where she shoots consistently throughout the game. Like, she's very streaky, very up and down. She'll miss a bunch of shots, then she'll make a bunch of shots, or sometimes she'll just miss almost everything. And occasionally she will shoot well, but that's not often. That usually happens against poor teams or against bad teams.
She was horrible. She was horrible tonight. 2 for 10, 7 for 20. Horrible. That's horrible. That's like, who wants to brag on that?
And she's not a big game player. Normally, she does not show up in the big games. If you remember when they played Washington not too long ago in Washington, she also had 2 free throws that could have sealed the game. She missed both free throws. This 90+ 50+% shooter, and that's not the first time I've seen her do that.
What's up in the dark with a smile? What's up?
But she got lucked out because when she got the ball and the play wasn't even for her, Cody McMahon jumped right by her and left her for an open 3-pointer. So credit her for hitting that 3-point shot. But if Cody would have played D on her, she probably wouldn't have got off a clean look on that shot and missed. So she bailed herself out, credit to her, but she'd also blown those three. In this game, she chucked up a 3-pointer when she came past half court that was ill-timed and ill-advised in the last minute. I'm sure Stephanie White didn't like that. She also had the ball in her hand for a change in a Kelsey Mitchell role. She seemed afraid. She seemed scared. She didn't know what to do. So she tried to get rid of the ball, and Goat just took it from her, and then she flopped at the end, which is terrible, right? Because because you got to get back and play D. You can't sit there and flop. Not at that point, you can't flop. You got to play D. So she's not even a winner.
It was
she's
like
not even a winner.
That's right.
Right. You're not even a winner because you got to get up at that point. You can't flop and rattle like a baby for the refs, which is what she did. And, so that was like crazy. And for them to go and hit that 3-point shot, her man, right? Chelsea Gray, that was her, that was her person to guard. And for Chelsea Gray to hit that shot and win the game, it was just a terrible, terrible, terrible sequence for her. But the problem is you won't see this on a loop. You're not allowed to talk about Caitlin Clark playing poorly on ESPN and Yahoo and NBC and all of these places. Like, it doesn't exist. It doesn't happen. Just like how Tony had said she's seen that you can't criticize her on the WNBA website. You can criticize everybody else. So it's all these things that let you know she's being propped up. I remember both you and Tony in the chat, Bro Claude, had said, stop trying to make her an MVP candidate.
Stop it.
Let it happen naturally.
Let it happen.
Let it happen organically. But to your argument earlier, Bro Claude, how the hell can you be an MVP candidate when for half the season teams were using and abusing you by going directly at you because they know you can't play any defense, and you cost your team multitudes of games because your defense was so horrific. That is not an MVP, and you can never be an MVP when you're a liability on the court, and she's still a liability on the court. They just cover for her, but any team that goes after her will score quite easily.
This is my GOAT. My GOAT took on the Caitlin Clark's supposed to be. See, this is why, and this is to my Angel Reese fans. Y'all claim that she can't play ones. She can play ones, even the ones with deficiencies.
Well, I said to you in the chat, Bro Claude, that CC's so bad, her handle is so poor, she's gonna make Asia look better than she would, lost on an island with an alleged point guard. I did say that during the chat of y'all broadcast. That she's making her look better, so I know you're gonna riff for Asia.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna rep. I'm gonna definitely rep. But look at this. Definitely. Look. Caitlin Clarkers. Look. She fell on her. Listen, chat.
That's not a winner. A winner does not do that at that stage. That is not a winner. That's not someone who plays to win.
She was not knocked down, chat. She couldn't reach the ball. She jumped up in the air. Asia is in her space. Look, Asia is in her space. They never bumped. Asia blocked the ball, hit the ball up in the air. They never bumped. Okay, Caitlin Clark fans, they never bumped. She just fell. And look how she rolled over in the egg in the fetal position. How you gonna win something? This is your leader. Yeah,
that is not the time to play to flop when you're in overtime and the other team has less than 10 seconds to win the game.
Hold on. Jules and Sparkles. Hey, thank you, Hawk Boss. I love you, man. Appreciate you, man, supporting me, man, and supporting this channel. Listen, this is chat. I can't make this up. This is the complete play. The GOAT say, I'm gonna take her. She didn't leave her for Jewel Lloyd. She took her. She took her. You see that?
What a pathetic rendition of an alleged point guard. Like, she did not even put a juke on Asia, not even one juke. So when we say she don't have no handles, y'all,
she don't know how to do that.
That is the perfect example, because if you can't take a 5 off the dribble 20 feet away from the basket, even someone as great as Asia, and I would say the same, and I would say the same about Angel if that was Angel in that position. You can't take that person off the dribble, or at least make them lean or lean.
No, we seen
shift.
Jackie Young take Angel. We saw. I mean, it just happens. It happens, right?
Right.
It happens. But this is horrible. This is horrible.
And then that pathetic pass, and then the pathetic flop. So you're willing to cost your team the game just because you're so embarrassed that you got your 8th. Should have been her 9th turnover, but they called it 8. That you got your 8th turnover.
Yeah, that should have been
on a bad pass, because you don't know situational basketball in the closing seconds, and because your handles are that weak.
Guys, I can't make this shit up.
This is not a winner, y'all. This is not a winner.
Guys.
That's pathetic. That's pathetic. And if that was Angel, these clowns would have made 200 videos already and saying she's terrible, she's this, she's this. She even this morning, I saw a video from that clown Ben, whatever his name is.
Ben Not Like Us. Go ahead.
Right, talking about a video about Angel missing shots, and then there was another guy that did a video about her missed shots, which I thought was hilarious, because okay, so we've never seen players in a game start off slow and then get hot. And in all these games, Angel
the GOAT was missing layups. The GOAT was
and in all these games, Angel shot better than 50%, but they still make videos about her. But this is how you know it's the machine and not real people, and they're being paid, because you don't see any of us sitting around making videos about Caitlin Clark. We'll talk about it, but we don't have the time or the energy to do that.
No, not at all.
These are people who are being paid and financed to do this stuff, because no real person does this. No real person does this. Every time you run into someone in the chat, and no matter how well Angel plays, no matter how sweet the video is, you got a baby in it, you got this, and then someone says something stupid. These aren't always real people. Some of them are, and if they are real people, then they have very, very, very sad lives. But it's a machine. Like when they come into the chat after a dream win, and they're in the chat, and we're all looking at each other like, why are you here? Like, you're promoting Caitlin Clark. We don't care. Why are you promoting her? So obviously, these people are either sick in the head or they're being paid. Because why else would you do it? Unless you got mental or psychological problems. Unless you're being paid, or you're a bot, or you're AI, or you're, something. It's just crazy.
MSL, brother Jonathan asked to drop the link. Do you want to do that?
You could bring Jonathan on, and he always got something to say. That's fine.
All right.
But yeah, so that was pathetic, and this is what we're saying when we talk to these CC fans. And for those CC fans that are watching, she is not a complete player. She is not a complete guard. The good news is she's a third-year player. She shouldn't be. So that's not an issue. Just like how Angel Reese is not a complete player. Paige Beckers is not a complete player. Kiki Irfan is not a complete player.
Not yet.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Not yet.
They all have stuff basketball-wise, composure-wise, and experience-wise that they have to do or have to learn. That's why it's very rare especially in the WNBA, to see a young player lead their team to a championship. It almost never happens because you got to have the experience, the savvy, the mojo, the know-how to learn how to win. And the WNBA is a very, very hard league. This is what Taurasi and Gino and Cooper and all these, and Swoops and all these people were saying when Angel and Cece came to the league. It's not just going to be that easy. So guess what? You got to learn. You got to figure things out. And she's a stat patter. That's all she is. She's a stat patter. But when every single time you watch them play, she's not a point guard. She doesn't read the game. She doesn't read the situation. She doesn't feed the hot hand. She doesn't feed. When you see, okay, this person's not scoring, well, let me get the ball to this player. Well, let me get the ball to that player. Like, she comes down and she'll chuck up 3, 4, 25 footers in a row. And you're sitting there like, well, how are you a point guard? Like, this makes no sense. This is why they play fast most of the time, because now she doesn't have to think and she doesn't have to play defense.
Hey, hold on a second. MSL, let Brother Jonathan speak, and then Brother Jonathan.
What's up, Brother Jonathan?
Gonna drop bro on that.
What's up, bro? Clown? What's up, Brother MSL?
What's happening?
What's going on?
Man, look, I had to jump in on this because I watched that game. I only watched second half of the game. I didn't really care about watching.
That's all you need to see,
bro. After that, erase Caitlin Clark from the MVP race.
Six turnovers when they came back.
Yeah, 8 turnovers.
Yes, 8 turnovers. She had 8 assists, 8 turnovers. She missed 2 free throws that could have sealed the deal. But instead, she missed 2 free throws, which led to a Chelsea Gray get them into overtime with that game time 3-pointer. They go into regulation, a little back and forth on scoring. This girl, what the F was Caitlin thinking of trying to go 1-on-1 against one of the GOATs of the women's game, A'ja Wilson? She done lost her dang mind, causing herself thinking she gonna ISO go shifty on A'ja, trying to do something, and A'ja just poop. And look, people were saying that A'ja pushed her down when she stopped her hand.
So look at the screen. You see the screen? You see Caitlin Clark hand? You see she pushing A'ja. A'ja hit the ball already. A'ja hit the ball, and she pushing A'ja from getting the ball right here. You see
I knew.
See this? Look at the play. I want you to see. A'ja hit the ball. A'ja hit the ball up. Okay, ball goes up. See Caitlin Clark's arm? She's pushing A'ja right here. This is the contact. A'ja's arms are up in the air. A'ja's arms, both of her arms, the one hand with the sleeve on, hit the ball in the air. The other arm is up in the air to try to grab and retrieve the ball. And Caitlin Clark's hand is right there across stretch, trying to push A'ja away from the ball. So as she tries to push her away from the ball, A'ja gathering her space, because her legs, of course, is stronger than Caitlin Clark's. Caitlin Clark, no way can push A'ja Wilson. No way, no how. But once A'ja is in the same place and retrieves the ball, Caitlin Clark falls to the ground. She dropped.
That was a flop.
It's showing it. She clearly flopped. There was no contact. She dropped to the ground. She dropped to the ground like a little baby and balled up into it, and made the game go into overtime. The game went into overtime because she did that play. She's on the ground, no cover. Chelsea Gray, knockdown.
Bro, Chelsea Gray, bro.
Knockdown.
Chelsea Gray.
Knockdown.
Oh, no. Now, now let me. I want to, because I want to get it all off my chest. So I'm gonna say as much as I can.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Get that off your chest, Jonathan. What a promo for the show,
my man.
That was slick. We peeped that, Jay.
I'm gonna need the freaking psychotic Caitlin Clark cult, aka Clark's fan base, to stop making up excuses for her.
Jonathan, real quick before you start, I'm only saying this because I don't want to address these people directly. So I want you and Broclaw to expound on this because we got some idiots in the chat. So when I made that comment about she's not a money player, and I guess we may or may not had mentioned Angel, tell them how Angel has always been fourth quarter Barbie since she's been a rookie, and in this year many times on both offense and defense she's practically single-handedly led the Dream to victories or dragged them to victories, because this person said, oh well, they don't give her the ball, she gets her shot blocked and all, you know, like all this debunked nonsense.
Man, I ain't giving them no energy. They fools.
No, I agree. That's why I'm not dealing with the people directly, but I'll slap them indirectly by saying, look, Angel is fourth quarter Barbie. Caitlin Clark isn't. Angel's always been a money player. That's why she's won championships on every level, because she doesn't flip out, freak out. She knows how to read a defense. She knows how to read a situation. She knows how to make winning plays in both the half court and in the transition game. Clark does not, though she's supposed to be an alleged point guard. And this is why she was craptaculous at the end of this game, because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. But my brother Jonathan.
Yes. See, there's a reason why Angel Reese has championships and Clark doesn't. That game shows you right there why Clark, you know, is going to have a problem trying to get to a championship because of dumps. First of all, you missed 2 free throws that could have, and then you should have passed it. You know, you're the best passer in the game, the so-called passer in the game, or you lead the league in assists or whatever.
Okay, that would be.
And don't forget the dumb threes that she took. Jonathan, the dumb threes that she took in the last minute.
That'll be the point guard, but go ahead.
Where she just came down the court and chucked up a 3.
Hold on, let me go ahead and keep going. Look, the best passer in the game, her dumb behind should have tried to give that ball out to Leah Boston or Kelsey Mitchell rather than trying to think she can take on Asia Wilson, the GOAT, who's literally one of the top women's basketball best defenders of women's basketball, period. Like, to have Caitlin not realize she's been named Defensive Player of the Year like 5-6 times. What the heck was she thinking? Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that Caitlin got shut down by Dejanay Carrington, Ryan Howard, 39-year-old DeWanna Bunner. Yeah, she let an old woman in. I mean, she still looks young, but you know she's almost out of her prime. But she let Bonner, who's pretty much out of her prime, defend her. So if those players are defending Caitlin well, what made her think she Asia wasn't going to defend her well when clearly Asia was going to shut her down like all these other players who was not as half as good as Asia Wilson on defense was going to shut her down? Like, what was she thinking? Like, bruh. And look, and that's for these Clarkies. They got to stop making excuses for her. I had to go. I'm on Facebook. I'm hearing people saying Asia pushed her down, and someone replied with, "I knew I wasn't hallucinating because didn't she get pushed down? No, she flopped. Y'all know damn well Asia didn't push her down. She did that. She flopped because she knew Asia slapped that ball out of her hands, and she knew that
and
ball.
She was trying to act like it was a foul.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, we're not gonna keep doing this. Either you play basketball and just accept your L and just learn from it, or go to a league or go play somewhere else, or where you know, and try to get away with flopping over there, because this clearly she has shown that she's not tough enough to, like, you know, do this when down the stretch. Everybody keeps saying she's clutching now. I've seen Angel Reese made like 2 or 3 defensive stops so far that saved Atlanta Dream from losing. Atlanta Dream was supposed to be, they supposed to really have like 13 losses. They really ain't supposed to have 11 losses. But they team from scoring to hold on to the victory for Atlanta Dream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I understand that she ain't got no game-winning basket, but she had game-winning blocks and game-winning steal against the Lynx and the Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And somehow she gets torn down from, even though she.
But she has made a lot of big baskets in the fourth quarter. Like she's ran on like 6-point runs, 7-point runs, you know, with Phoenix and a lot of other teams where she almost single-handedly won the game on both offense. And she's got a lot of games like that.
True that. Now, my thing is, when are we gonna stop making excuses and realize that Caitlin is just not clutch like that?
She's not built like that.
If anything, Caitlin should be. If Caitlin want to be a clutch, she should rely on her passing. After all, she's supposed to be the league and the league leader in assists and all that. Man, her little assists, like that little assist she's trying to make against Lynx, that got intercepted, cost them the game the first time. And then this is like the second time, she done cost her team the game. And people wonder why this team is undefeated so far without her. And people want to get mad when we say that they be winning without her. They play better without her. It's showing how true it is.
Because she's erratic.
Yeah. You know,
she's talented but erratic.
Exactly. She's talented but erratic. She's a good volume shooter, but just out of control and too much of a chucker. Her shot chucking hurts this team. Like, God damn it, you're the point guard for crying out loud. First of all, you don't need to chuck some of these shots. You're a point guard. Let Kelsey Mitchell do all the shooting. Like, and why is your fans getting mad at Kelsey because she's trying to score? She's
her job.
She's a shooting guard. She's doing what a shooting guard. If anything, a shooting guard job is to score the points, because them scoring makes other positions comfortable and open to also score, because now defenses will be targeting that shooting guard. They're gonna want to go after them because they scoring like hell. And now you'll have to come up with some other plays to get other people open to score. That's how a shooting guard operates. And Kelsey Mitchell has been operating that way. So why are fans so mad at Kelsey Mitchell for doing what she's supposed to do? I don't understand it. But you know, you got one person saying,
thank you, brother, thank you. Go ahead, Jonathan.
You got one person on Facebook saying, "Oh shit, Asia pushed Caitlin down." You got one replying, "I knew I wasn't hallucinating because didn't Asia push her down?" No, you wasn't hallucinating. That didn't. If anything, I guess you was hallucinating because that trick freaking flopped. She fell on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And Chelsea, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm about to cuss Chelsea Gray out, because if I looked at it at the end, I could have sworn Melissa Smith ran all the way down to get to the basket, and I'm thinking, Chelsea, pass it to Melissa. She's about to get close to the basket. She went in here and whipped for that three. I was like, "Well, if you break this, Chelsea hit that game-winning three and won them the game." Okay, now that yeah, she is. Oh. But so shout out to Chelsea Gray. She's the hero of this. You know, her and Asia did a thing. They're the heroes of this, but Chelsea's the number one hero because she hit the threes that kept the Aces from losing that game. But yeah, y'all, I'm back to y'all. Y'all go ahead and say it.
I appreciate
y'all tell me how y'all feel about that game.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother Jonathan. We're gonna drop you right back down, and we're gonna finish the show. But you were so important for me.
No, we appreciate it, Jonathan. Right. We appreciate
thank you
for your feelings and comments.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. Hey, Always having you in here. You've been with me.
No, you was
for the
great.
last 2 years.
No problem.
Hey man, you've been with us
Hey.
since 2024,
Hey,
man.
before MSA, y'all rock with y'all. So it's always fun to chat with y'all.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate it. Same here.
Same here. Thank you, brother.
All right. See.
Jonathan had to get that off his chest.
He
right,
had to
bro,
get
Clark?
that off his chest. All right, y'all. Here go. We got some money. Hold on, bro. Hey, my sister Amy Sue, 280. I appreciate you for the $1.99 super chat. She say AB is scared of Angel.
She was the last game.
I believe AB don't want see Angel and Asia are two different people. Angel gonna match that negative energy. Asia gonna play through it because of her finesse, the way that she is, the glare, the totem pole of who she is. Angel gonna be like, I'm gonna match your ass. Oh, that's what we doing. Angel like, oh, that's what we doing. We doing that, huh? Oh, okay. Since we doing that, let's do it all the way. You dig what I'm saying? So
right.
AB ain't coming with that nonsense like that with Angel, because Angel gonna match. Listen, Angel Reese, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna just leave. I gotta say it.
A big old strong girl.
Angel Reese is not only tall, Chet. I was right there by Angel. Me and MSL.
So was I, and Tony saw her too. And I don't know if you heard us, bro, Clark. I think you came on later, but Tony changed what she. You remember when Tony always used to go, "Well, Angel's small." No, she saw her.
No,
she said she hadn't seen her since high school, and she like, that's a big old beautiful girl. Tony went and
hey, she a big old girl with big legs,
big old legs,
and
big
she
old
grew to 6'4".
butt.
Hey, she didn't grew to 6'4". And Angel ain't gonna take none of that craziness that's going on. Angel Reese is one of the most impactful and phenomenal players that could ever play this game. First of all, you got what I'm saying? Angel Reese is not to be played with when it come to down low game and fun and just going to get it, the grit and grind. You can have your fundamentals, but instinctively, an instinctive player, an instinctive person who can go right off the hip, off the chin, off, you know what I mean, from the back to the front. She can do it all with no rehearsing, no relocation. She just do it because it's natural. The others do it because they train. You got what I'm saying? It's a difference. I say this again. She just do it because it's natural. The others do it because they're trained.
They all say she's strong as an ox and you can't move
Oh,
her.
hell yeah. Hey man, I seen the girl. Listen, the girl is one of the girl is not the strongest under the rim. She's one of the strongest. There's no way you can pull down rebounds like that over the top rebounding people in the league for years. There's just no way. She bullies AT at this point. AT Angel right there. I ain't going down there for that.
Yeah, we saw that a couple of times. She got the offensive rebound and took the shot and AT was like, damn, I'm not gonna contest it. I'm just gonna run up the court.
No, I'm done. I'm just telling you what it is, MSL. I'm telling you exactly what it is. And listen, one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie about Angel like they sit and lie about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has to work on her game. Angel Reese has to work on her game. Asia Wilson is still working on her game. She's still not fully complete. But guess what? Asia Wilson proved to the world, oh, this is your great white hope? Oh, this your great white hope? Oh, I got her. Watch this.
And she played through the physicality. And that's the other part, bro, Claude, we forgot to mention. And I know you're going to talk about this later, so I'll just throw it in real quick.
Yes.
The way they played that game today, with all the physicality and the lack of calls, that's what you're going to see in international play. Yeah, it was disrespectful to Asia for sure with how they played at the Indiana Fever. But as far as the officiating, that's the physicality that you have in international ball. And she shot
Absolutely.
7 for 20 with 8 turnovers, should have been 9, couldn't hit her free throws, couldn't make decisions in the half court. What do you think is going to happen on international ball? They will only play her kind of like the FIBA thing previously when they play scrub teams or people who they know they have to beat. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like in Berlin. Maybe everybody's going to be a scrub. But fast forward to the Olympics, you cannot have her on the court at the end of games, which I'm assuming they won't, with her poor handles and her absolutely atrocious defense and lack of half court set. You just can't. And that physicality, which the Aces play through, and which Kelsey Mitchell can play through, and which Aaliyah Boston can play through, she obviously cannot.
Go ahead.
She's not a good fit for the Olympic team. She's just not. And if it wasn't for who she was and what the league is trying to do, she wouldn't be nowhere near that team.
Right. I agree. I'm queuing it up for us to
right. And the sooner the Clarkies know that, then you won't be as frustrated about her games. But since most of y'all didn't watch women's college basketball, and because most of y'all didn't watch the WNBA and you don't want to learn it or know it, you still pull your hair out frustrated, where if you try to understand just a little bit what we're talking about, you would understand why we're saying this. It's not hate. It's just based off of ball. She's not good in the half court. She's not good on defense. No. That's a problem when you play tight and tough games. And to what Bro Claude said, this is why they play better without her, or the more they reduce her role. She's like a circus show. She can shoot, she can do this here, do this here. It's like a circus show. But if you actually watch her games, she doesn't play within the pace and the nuance of the game. Is kind of disjointed. It's like a person who can't dance or who don't have no rhythm. When everybody's moving one way, they're moving another way because they ain't got no rhythm. They don't feel the music. They don't, and that's her. She plays out of rhythm with the game. And this is why Christy Size didn't like her. This is why Stephanie White didn't like her last year. And this is why this year they came to blows in the heads and all this controversy, but they're trying to make it work. And a game like this is the failure of Caitlin Clark of trying to make it work, because at the end of the day, you can't make it work with a player who, one, don't listen and don't play within the rhythm of the game because they're just plain offbeat.
So let's get the money real quick. Hold on a second. MR, Mr. 6688, thank you, man. Appreciate you very much.
Yeah, Vanton said they're running out of people to blame. I agree, because this game had to be a crap tackler's catastrophe. And I haven't went on.
Let me read this. Let me read this.
Sure, no problem. My bad.
Yeah, it say though Clark is very talented, her ego is too big. She wants to lead her team in points and assists, but that does not lead to victories every game. Clark basketball IQ is not the best IQ. Thank you for that, mister. But go ahead, brother, what you were saying.
No, I was just saying that, they think we're picking on her or we're trying to make fun of her. We're not. It's only a basketball analysis that we're giving, because basketball is not just shooting and passing. There are a lot of players in the annals of basketball who put up great stats, but you know what we call them? We call them chuckers. Or you know what we call them? Chuckers that play no defense. Or you know what they call them? Chuckers. Right, chuckers with no handles who play no defense. And unfortunately, that is Caitlin Clark. There's no other way to say it. And if she wasn't who she was, and if they weren't pushing her the way they were, she would just be dismissed. She would just be dismissed as another chucker that that can't play defense, can't handle the ball, because what is the point of getting assists and scoring if at the end of the game you don't know what the hell you're doing? Like, and you see she giveth and she taketh away, because there was one point she hit a couple of like 30 footers and it worked, after she missed like 10 shots in a row. But then the problem is, to what other people in the chat have said, she starts believing the hype and feeling herself. And then she took a few more in the last minute and she missed those shots because there was like she missed. And 9 out of 10 times a coach wants to have a huddle or try to work the ball around or try to, try to make it work. But that's not her.
So you saying that she's actually not supposed to be in the role. She's just supposed to be a catch and shoot. Is what you're saying?
Well, Stephanie White tries to run a system where the ball doesn't stay in anyone's hands for long and you're just supposed to work the ball around. I'll give an example with the Dream just to show you how Clark. Okay, check this out. Clark has now had 2 coaches in 3 seasons. And though she's a point guard, to answer your question, every coach that she's had, Christy Sides and Stephanie White, has tried to. It's been like a 3-year long negotiation.
Three coaches.
A 3-year long negotiation of trying to get her to give up her point guard position and or play off the ball or to play at the wing, right? And they still can't get her to do this, right?
She don't want to.
Right, she don't want to, but they don't talk about that in the media, but everybody knows it. Now, Angel Reese, right, when she came to Chicago, well, let's go back before that. When she was at Maryland, she played a wing position.
She played the three. She played
at Maryland, right? She played a wing. She came to LSU. Kim Mulkey said, I want you to play in the post.
Oh, hell no, you ain't no wing. Get your ass down.
Because I don't have that kind of size. So I'm going to put your big ass at forward or at center, depending on what the team needed. And we all know what happened from there.
Right.
So then she comes into the pros and Teaspoon's like, oh, I want you in the post. I want you to play that sort of game. And she did. And we all know what happened. And then her second year, she played an entirely different type of offense.
Tyler Marsh wanted to be positionless.
Tyler Marsh wanted her, and she said, okay, no problem. And now she's with another team, a third coach in 3 years, and he's saying, I want you to play like this. And this is to your question, bro, Claude. So on Chicago, Angel could hold the ball in her hand as much as she wanted and either create a play or go off the dribble or do ISO, right? She was one of the top 2 forwards in isolation in the league, the only 2 forwards, her and AT. So she was a top isolation player. But on this team, the coach said that if you got to dribble the ball more than 3 or 4 times, you should pass the ball, kind of like what Stephanie White wants to do. So Angel is not playing in her comfort zone of, oh, I can, like when Angel gets the ball, she's got to make her move in 1 or 2 or 3 dribbles. And if that's not going to work, then she has to pass the ball out. But to her credit, she usually beats her defender off the dribble on those 1 or 2 dribbles. But this is the type of offense that her coach wants. You just can't you can't do a Enrique ISO ball on this team, and you can't do that type of ISO ball. So in that play, Caitlin Clark was doing ISO ball that was against what Stephanie White wants. And if you remember that Stephanie White interview,
he was trying to pass the ball, but that was a bad pass.
Right. Also, Stephanie White clearly said that Kelsey Mitchell is the only player on this team that has one-on-one moves. She said that. So that's not Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark should have made her move, and then she couldn't pass the ball. But it was a terrible, terrible, terrible pass because she couldn't read GOAT, because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing in that situation, because she's a very poor closer. Caitlin Clark is not a closer because she does not know how to play half court half-court ball, and you see it every time. This is one of the reasons why she likes to play fast, because she doesn't have to play defense and she doesn't have to set up an offense. And so, but you can't be championship caliber if you can't play in a half court. This is why they bench her a lot or sit her. It's not just because of her defense, it's because she don't know what the hell she's doing on offense. So you got 8 turnovers in a game, 8 turnovers, and when Vegas made that run, you gave up 6 of those turnovers.
Hey, as you can see on the screen, she's not even across half court, and Chelsea Gray is already about to shoot the ball from the A'ja Wilson steal. You see this? She's not
because of her flop.
Because she flopped. Look how far A'ja is a 5. She just got through playing defense. A'ja is a 5. She's already involved.
And she's all by herself. The coach, a good coach, would say, what the hell are, if Caitlin Clark was any other player, she'd be out the league right now. She would be Kennedy Carter. She would be Kennedy Carter.
Oh, definitely so.
Because for all of the Kennedy Carter fans, and we know they're out there, we know
I'm one.
We know they're out there.
Yes,
I will give y'all this. Kennedy, CC, well, actually both CCs. This CC is not that much different, maybe worse, than the original CC. But the thing is, the original CC, they have no tolerance for what she does.
They have no tolerance.
Whereas with this CC, they keep scraping stuff under the rug, overlooking, not talking about it, not doing it, because this CC don't listen either. She don't listen either. She's a problem equally as well. But they put up with her because Kathy and whoever has been pushing this girl for some godforsaken reason, though she got no personality. Her game is not pretty. She's never won anything. She's a basket case, and she cusses everybody out, doesn't respect anyone. She's not someone you'd want your children to see. So for some godforsaken reason, they're pushing this girl. And it's not the reasons that I've heard other people say, because guess what, y'all? Coco Gauff is the #1 endorser in tennis and in women's sports, and she's black. And there are 2 white players that are rated ahead of her. Sabalenka, and I forgot the other one's name from Poland. It'll come back to me. But those 2 white players are ranked higher than her, but Coco Gauff makes more money than them. Trinity Rodman, who is Dennis Rodman's daughter, she's the #1 soccer player. Right. She's the #1 soccer player. So don't give me this stuff about they want her because they think, no, it has nothing to do with her color. It's because Angel did not take that corporate deal, because Angel is not with Nike, and because they couldn't trust Angel with the CBA. So they said, and think about it, every Caitlin Clark site does not support the players, does not support Unrivaled, does not support the CBA. Think about that. And Clark rarely spoke about the CBA. She'd always give these anodyne responses because they don't support the players. That's why she's there. Clark is a choice. She's not a reason. She's a choice.
Nike don't support Unrivaled.
Exactly. She's a choice, because if she was truly,
that's why Sabrina had to pull out.
If Clark was as popular as they want us to believe, they wouldn't have to shove her down our throats ad nauseum every minute, every second, every game. If you're naturally that powerful and that, you wouldn't have to do that. But the reason why they do it is because they know if they didn't, people would forget about and stop thinking about Clark. And that's why she can't sell out her own arena.
Absolutely. Hold on. Let me do this for you real quick. I'm gonna do that for you.
Bars. Nobody can do it like you, bro, Claude, but I just have to say it.
Hey, but the thing is this. I am not here to bash Caitlin Clark.
Neither am I, even though I know some of y'all think that's what I do. But the irony of that is Angel Reese gets bashed 1,000 times a day, every day, but y'all don't think that a little pushback is not is not worthy, because our little pushback is just a pebble in the pond for all the nonsense that's out there with Angel. So please don't try to tell us it's raining while you're trying to pee on our heads.
You trying to piss on us, and you trying to tell us, you know what I'm saying, that's nice gold, nice blue rain that's from the water. Look at this, you guys. I want you guys to look at this. This is from another angle.
She looks like a 5-year-old.
Look, just look. See this? Cross, Asia. There go Asia. She throw her hand, Asia blocked her hand.
Yeah, she threw her hand out.
She threw her hand, Asia blocked her hand. See that? Asia blocked her hand. She didn't touch Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark tried to touch Asia.
To try to get the foul.
That's right. Asia said, get your hands off of me. Dribble the ball, Trick. She dribbling. She's dribbling, slow motion. I just want y'all.
And now Clark is pointing at somebody, probably telling them to
keep. No, Michaela Timpson is right there. You see,
okay.
Michaela Timpson is right here. Caitlin Clark sees her.
And obviously, saw that because she telegraphed
She was trying to pass the ball to Michaela. Michaela was trying to streak to cut towards the bottom, but the Gold Mamba was already there. So if she would have passed, the Gold Mamba would have picked it off. But anyway, she's going. She turned her back to Asia. Okay? She turned her back. She went up to pass the ball.
Yeah, there's no push. There's no push.
She went straight up to pass the ball. See that? Clean block. What you gonna say, Clarky? And look at where.
Yeah, Clark is actually leaning on Asia's body.
See that? She's pushing. She's not leaning. She's pushing Asia. She pushed her. She's pushing Asia right here. Diabolical. That was a foul. Right there. She threw Asia off of balance. Look at it. You see her footy, MSL? See the footy?
Yeah.
She threw Asia
She off balance.
She threw her off of balance because she pushed her. And then, of course, Asia still, because she got strong legs like Angel, they got some big ass strong legs.
She couldn't take her feet out.
She couldn't take her feet out. She went up in the air. This is fucking comedy. This is comedy. I hate I have to do this, but I have to do it, MSL.
And she always looks like a child every time she flops. She looks like a 3-year-old.
Oh my God.
And that flop cost them the game.
That flop right there cost them the game. Oh my God. Oh God. Listen.
See, that's it. That's situational awareness. It's like 15, 10, whatever it is, 5 seconds left in the game, whatever it was. That's situational awareness. You got to get up, because if they take a shot and hit it, you lose. So you can't sit on the floor looking for a flop or looking for a call when there's 10 seconds left in the game and the other team can win. That was just idiotic basketball. And any Clarkie that approves of that or likes that or makes excuses, you don't know basketball, or Bo says you don't know basketball, and y'all need to get y'all stuff together and actually ask yourself and have a seance or an exorcism and ask yourselves, is this the sport y'all really want to follow? Because you obviously don't watch the sport. You just dabble in it for whatever y'all get out of Caitlin Clark. But this woman is going to drive y'all into an insane asylum, because you're going to get performances like this for the rest of her career, because she don't know what the hell she's doing in these type of situations. Obviously seen here, dribbling like a 3-year-old against the GOAT and making a fool of herself down the play. Now, y'all can try to run them videos back by Angel, but 90% of them are out of context and not even representative of the game. But this is Clark representative of the game, because she shot 7 for 20 with 8 turnovers. Count them, 8 turnovers. And most of the assists she got were in the first half of the game when they was beating the crap out of the Aces. So they don't even count. She was stuck on 8 assists for like the second half. So she did nothing for her team, but y'all still want to kill Kelsey Mitchell. The only reason why y'all don't kill Aaliyah Boston is because she mammy. Because she mammy. That's the only reason, because she mammy and she want to be Caitlin Clark's protector. But because Mitchell's the more slick about it, y'all don't like her because y'all see her as a threat. So anyone y'all, they're even making, it's not going to work, obviously, but they're trying to now make bad videos of Olivia Miles. They're trying to give her the Angel Reese treatment, but it's too late because that stuff started with Angel. That stuff started with Angel the moment she came in the league, but you had 3/4 of a season for everyone to see Olivia Miles for who she is. So you can't change it now by saying she's crap because y'all didn't like her response when asked about Caitlin Clark and she mentioned Kelsey Mitchell. So y'all just can't wake up now and go, oh, well, let's start making bad videos about Olivia Miles because you didn't have a chance to take people's minds for 3/4 of the season like y'all did with Angel the moment. Forget the moment she came in the league. They tried that in her senior season at LSU.
At LSU, yes.
Right. So it's a whole different dynamic, but y'all got to ask yourselves, is this the person that y'all want to follow, right? A Democrat that pretends to be Republican, a person that may have a certain lifestyle, but pretends to be something else, who y'all call the GOAT, who's not even an MVP candidate because you can't be an MVP candidate that sits on the sideline because your coach is too afraid to play you in key games. I said this when she was a rookie. I said this when she was a rookie, bro, Claude. I said this. I said, how you going to be an MVP candidate when your coach is terrified of playing you at the end of games? That is not even a half a player or 3/4 of the player or a third of a player. So she did not deserve that Rookie of the Year. That sucker was stolen. Angel should have won that Rookie of the Year. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a fan of Angel. I'm saying it because I never saw a game where Teaspoon was afraid to play Angel at the end of games. As a matter of fact, any of y'all that were Sky fans or Angel fans knew that just like with this team, anytime Angel was on the floor, it made the Chicago Sky better, not worse. Not only the metrics proved that and the advanced statistics proved
every
that,
single time.
but we saw it with our own eyes.
On the court made them double better because she knew how to get Camilla the ball.
So there was never a time Teaspoon was going to say, well, I got to take Angel out because her offense not good enough, or I got to take Angel out because her defense not good enough, or I got to take Angel out because she don't know how to read a defense. Never. Yeah. Because guess what, guys? Angel is a smart player with a high basketball IQ. Caitlin Clark is not, though she's a point guard or an alleged point guard.
I absolutely second that emotion. And I also put a stamp on it for approval. I just say, brother, I'll say this before we get up out of here. I'll say this.
By the way, Tiffy Cole is in the crowd. Take that information as you would like, bro, Claude.
What'd she say?
She's probably said a few things, but if she said hi, she said hi. She said, hey, bro, Claude. Hey, MSL,
hey, Tiffy Cole. Hey,
chat.
Tiffy, I'm over here messing around over here. Here goes 6'8".
She said Jordan gets to dribble the air out the ball.
Hey, Sister April. Look, y'all, listen. All I'm saying is this. First, it's 171 people now in the chat. Hit the like button. I'm only 35 pieces away from 5,000 subscribers. Please, you know what I mean? If you ain't subscribed, please subscribe. Well, I'm 33. I'm 33 away. So thank y'all for the subscriptions. But I'm 33 away from 5,000. If y'all would love to help me get to 5,000, I appreciate it. But also, y'all subscribe to join the channel if you would like to join the channel. Me and MSL is definitely going to be doing these frequent shows, 4 to 5 nights a week. We are also here to push the Steady Serving brand and also the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Network. We are here to bring you information and really keep it true to you guys. We don't build a show and a showcase around falsehood. We build a show and a showcase around the truth, the actual facts, and what has happened. Now, the transparency of it all is that we are intending to excel Angel Reese's treatment, the way that she's disliked, dishonored, and disrespected. On my end, which MSL bags me up because he knows I'm a big time Asia Wilson fan. He too, he called her the GOAT too, but he knows how attached I am all the way from the Gamecock situation. So he really knows that I'm real about that. That's one of my babies. Listen, y'all, I'm just telling y'all, we not going to be disrespected on this channel. We don't disrespect nobody else. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan, we're fine with you. We cool with you. Long as you're not calling us out our names, being disrespectful, disrespecting people in the chat, doing all different types of cussing, because this is an Angel Reese platform. It's going to always be an Angel Reese platform, an Asia Wilson platform. And guess what, y'all? This Angel Reese built this platform from the beginning of me coming to YouTube. So this will always be an honorary space, and it will always be a glaze machine for me to do my glazing over my baby goat and my goat. So I'm just thanking y'all and appreciate y'all more after these messages.
Hey there.
Hey, baby, did you buy that shea butter that smell good?
You know I brought some Bread House butters.
Got a package for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I've been waiting for this.
You are very welcome. Have a great day.
Bread House Butters and Essentials keeps my skin looking good and smelling good. Their pineapple and mango scented shea butter are my favorite.
This podcast is sponsored by Bread House Butters. That is my brand. That is my brand, me and my family. Would you support and order? Put your order in, because we going crazy, y'all. There is out. Y'all seen us step up, coming from zero, building from the ground up. That's why I understand when Angel talks about building from the ground up, I understand of how to build from the ground up and support. Order your butter, because it's Sheen Shine Heal Treat. Moisturize and condition your skin. It is the best moisturizer for you. Goes to the third layer, and it is a beautiful product. Results because of it does not comply with eligible standards. I don't know what was going on. But I'll tell y'all, that's my TikTok people. But I'll tell y'all this. This is probably one of the best shows that we've done, because it took this type of thing, MSL, with Caitlin Clark at the end in crunch time, to actually give us what we've been talking about and telling you guys for years, that this is a one-horse pony show and we're not disrespecting her game. We see that she can't play defense. She cannot take extreme pressure. When you can't take extreme pressure, what are you? I mean, you literally have to let go.
You're like in a 40-minute game. You're what, a 30-minute player, a 35-minute player, a 38-minute player? Like, what does that mean?
I don't even know. It's like, hey, MR, hey, Mr. 66, put it back in the chat so I can do the link. It says critic. It says you should have the cricket. Let me see.
He just put it.
Click the link. We can't click it. I don't know. We can't click it though. Mister.
No, it's all right. But Bro Claude, if I could
Go
say
ahead.
this real quick,
Go
because
ahead.
T Carmelo was forwarding something that we had said, but yeah, just to illustrate, for a KSAPism, as far as giving an analogy, what we just said, right? Angel was at Maryland. She played one way. She went to LSU and won a national champion, first team All-American, y'all, tournament MVP, et cetera, y'all know what she did. Then she comes to Chicago and she plays one way, right? And she's very successful at it as a rookie, one of the best rookie seasons ever. And then while the clowns are trying to make fun of her for whatever reason, she already done flipped the script and changed her style because Tyler Marsh said, oh, we want you to play this way. And then she doesn't like the Chicago situation, so she leaves and she's out. And then Smesco says, you know what? Yeah, we want you to play some elements of what you did at Chicago, but to be honest with you, we have an entirely different system. We want you to not have the ball in your hand most of the time, and we just want you to try to on pick and rolls, back cuts, and so forth like that. Yeah, you can push the ball on the break, and you can even have the ball up top, but as Smesco said, if you got to make more than 5 dribbles, then chances are you probably need to give the ball up. So it's not an isolation offense like she had that ability in Chicago. So why do I say all this? Because every coach that Angel Reese has, they want to put more on her plate because they feel that she can handle it. But do y'all notice that every coach that Caitlin Clark has in the pros, they're trying to take away and reduce from her. They're saying, hey, we don't want you to do all this. We just want you to focus on this. But she's so arrogant, so infantile-ish, so juvenile-ish, so low IQ-ish that it's been a struggle with every coach to get her to play the way she wants her to play, and ultimately she does not. She always says, oh, I'm going to play off ball, but she never does. She dominates the ball, and I don't see how this will work with Team USA because she's not going to dominate the ball over Chelsea Gray. She's not going to dominate the ball over Kelsey Plum. And if she plays off guard, she doesn't know how to play without the ball. So I don't see how any of this is going to work on or for Team USA. It just sounds crazy to me. And so why have these potential problems? This is why, and this is my opinion, that nobody wants her in a trade. Because nobody wants her. No. Nobody wants to put up with this headache. Because she doesn't. Now, Angel Reese, you can argue, is a system, right? Like she can play like she did last year in Chicago and say, hey, I think, because a lot of Dream fans or Angel fans feel the team will be better if you put the ball more in Angel's hands. Now, whether that's true or not, the fact is, because Canada was playing well for a good portion of the year, you can see both Smesco and Angel like, okay, well, you're playing well, so you know what? Don't worry about it. Do your thing, girl. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. But that's not Clark. Clark is not adjustable. She's not adaptable. She doesn't know. And if you can't do those things, then you're not a great basketball player, because guess what? Great basketball players can adapt. Great athletes can adapt. Roger Federer, if he's playing guys with great serves, he's playing guys who are pushers, he's playing guys that are great athletes, he's playing people who are strategic. And guess what? If Federer can't beat all those different styles, then he's not going to be a great player. Same thing with Rafael Nadal, same thing with Novak Djokovic, same thing with Serena Williams, same thing with Steffi Graf. If you don't know how to adapt to those different styles, you will never be a great champion. Same thing here. How you going to be both a great point guard and a great champion if you're not, if you don't know how to take coaches' directions? That makes no sense. And this is the thing that no one in the media will talk about, but it's been a problem with Caitlin Clark from the moment she came into the league. She got no handles. She don't have high basketball IQ. She doesn't know how to play in a half-court set. She could only go in one direction, and she plays the worst defense in WNBA history. How you going to win with a player like this? So you would think a player with all those holes in their game would follow directions and would listen to their coach, but they do not. And hence lies the problem. And this is why an Ari McDonald or an Odyssey Sims or whoever they had earlier this year, I forgot her name, can play very well with Kelsey Mitchell, because you don't need an all-star point guard to play with Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. You just need someone who knows what the hell they're doing, who can read a defense and who can play actual point guard. Caitlin Clark still knows how to play point guard, but because she thinks she knows it all, she will always be in this situation, winless and championshipless, unless someone else takes the lead. She comes along for the ride and then takes credit for it, which is what they tried to do in her rookie season. Because guess what? Even then, it was Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston that was leading the team to the wins, not Caitlin Clark. We just got to all see it in real time last year when she didn't play, and we're seeing it again this year because it almost came to a head where she wasn't going to play on the team because the whole thing blew up in front of everybody's face when Stephanie White and the management was trying to establish control over Caitlin Clark. And this is one of the reasons why I think she can't be traded, because, but let's see if she gets traded at the end of the season or before the start of next season, because she ain't going to LA. I could tell y'all that.
I don't think that girl want to go anywhere. I don't think that the organization will get rid of her before she goes anywhere. The organization will do her in before she's right where she want to be, bro. She's a Midwest girl. She an Iowa girl. Indiana's right up her alley. She been seeing this racist shit all her life. She been seeing all of this activity all her life. I mean, seriously, she's from Iowa, G. So you understand what's going on in Iowa. You should know that Iowa is known for its white power. Okay, so that's just nothing that's made up. It's actual, that's actual fact. So we about to get up off here, y'all, but me and MSL gonna cover, because we didn't have enough time to cover the actual the selection of the USA team USA. We'll be going over that, plus the game that's going to be played tomorrow. Hey, she wins. How you on TikTok and you on YouTube? She wins. That's just too much. She wins. What is you doing? You on TikTok and you on YouTube. You on my TikTok channel. That's why I love She Wins. She over here on TikTok, over here being messy. But anyway, y'all, follow me on all the platforms. You can follow me on all the platforms. It's in the description of this channel. You go to the description. You can follow me on all of the platforms. I'm everywhere. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on, she said, dang, put my business out on YouTube. Hey, that's why this is my niece. I gotta do it.
No, putting out your business, She Wins, would be saying, just kidding.
See, that's MSL. She Wins. See, when you, that's MSL. He want to do that. I didn't do it. Anyway, you can catch me on Twitter X, You could check. You could catch me on Threads. I'm on Threads too. So come on through, man. Y'all listen. I thank y'all for coming here and supporting us. We're gonna have a great show tomorrow, Friday night. Gonna be litty. We're gonna have a good show. We are also calling games on the Players Club. And then, of course, if you ain't subscribed to get that off your chest, please go subscribe over to Get That Off the Chest with me, K-Sap, and our special guest, MSL.
This K-Sap and Bro Claude. Welcome to the show. No filter, no rest. Get it off your chest. Talk to him. Say it with your chest. Let's go. If you got something on your mind, get it off your chest. From the locker room talk to the plays on the screen. We break down every moment, every stat, every scene. No sugarcoat now. We keep it real in the zone. From the sidelines to the headlines, we bring it home. Quarterback pressure, fourth down decisions. We calling out truth, no fear in our vision. Say what you feel, don't hold it inside. Sports talk therapy, let it all ride. Wins and the losses we analyze best. This is get it off your chest. Now confess, get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. No filter on the mic. Come here to rest. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Every game, every play, we break down the best. Get it off your chest.
So go check us out on Get It Off Your Chest. Go subscribe this Sunday. We'll have a great show for you. And like I say, y'all, as always, turn on your notifications every time we drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Join this channel. Please join the channel if you would like to be a bread maker, because it's a celebration over here and we do it better than anybody else. The bread makers over here does it better. Yes, sir.
Before we go off the air, I just thought about something that I got to say regarding all the angel stuff. Think about this, y'all. And for the chat, before y'all go to bed, and we appreciate y'all staying up and listening, but check this out, right? So no matter what happens in a dream game, right? You see all these videos that we don't watch, but we look out the corner of our eye with Angel, right? Missing a layup or getting her shot blocked or something like that. Doesn't matter if the Dream won, which they've won 5 out their last 6 games, 7 out their last 10, or if Angel had a great game, which he's had pretty much, right, for like the last 10, 11 games, minus the one against Chicago when she went hurt. But you see the replays. But now we got a situation where they blew a 20-point lead. A lot of it was instrumental or coincided with her turnovers in this game and all the bonehead plays she made at the end of the game. But outside of people who we watch or listen to putting up these videos, if they do, and I'm sure there'll be conversation about it, they're not videos to make fun of her. We won't see videos making fun of her, though she clearly was the GOAT, and that cost them the game. The Billy Goat cost them the game, but you won't see 10,000 videos making fun of her. However, if Angel plays tomorrow and goes 10 for 15, they will show the 5 misses that she had and try to clown her. And that lets you know that this is not real. This is disingenuous. It's not about basketball. It's about agendas. Because if it was about basketball, then you would see as much bonehead plays about what this young lady did, which we really don't care about trying to embarrass her, right? So let's make this clear. We don't really care about that. We're just about the basketball, but we have to push back sometimes or fight back or at least address the craziness that we see pertaining to Angel, just to point out, hey, this is not real. Because why are we seeing all these videos about Angel, but we won't see 1,000 videos of that flop at the end of the game, or her getting the ball stolen, or her, you know, getting the steal with Asia, and her chucking up that 3-pointer without even looking at Kelsey Mitchell first. I mean, and on and on and on and on. So that's the part that makes this so crazy, because the woman needs a lobotomy on the basketball court. But nobody has the guts to say that on network TV. So it takes people like us on social media to say that, because no one on network TV or in big media will ever say that about Caitlin Clark. And that's the bad part. She needs a seance, an exorcism, or a lobotomy. Take your choice, because she really needs to exercise those. She really needs to exercise those. What's that word? No ice in the veins demons that she has, or poor closer demons, or non-closer demons. She's just really, really bad, and she's not a leader.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, y'all, listen, I thank you for what you've done.
Clutch, sorry, she doesn't have the clutch gene. My bad. She really needs to exercise those lack of clutch genes and the choke. She has the choke gene, not the clutch gene. So she needs to exercise those demons of the choke gene that she has, because she does not know how to win.
I have no clutch gene. But anyway, we're gonna get on off of here, man. I thank y'all for what y'all have done. I thank you for what you do. I thank you for what you will do. And as always, I leave as I came, with another bang. Y'all with hey, peace, love, peace, and hair grease. And guess what, y'all? We gonna get up out of here with a grinding hard, because this is what Chelsea Gray. Shout out to Chelsea Gray for grinding hard and seeing her way through all of this.
This one of your songs, bro, Clark?
Oh, absolutely.
It's funky, or funky, as they say with an O.
Junior on the
get your little head bob on.
Hey, this me and Junior, who you saw? Junior and me.
Well, a little TROAOA.
I take my product, turn it in the dough. Stack my money and then buy some more. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. Yeah, I'm grinding hard. I'ma buy some flour, turn it in the dough. Get that cop money and then buy some more. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. Hell yeah, I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. They be like, oh my God. When the bruise and beat, better check my feet, see the battle scars. Cause I'm thumping on them, straight stomping on them. They give it back to you, see what you do, bet you don't want it. Cause I get that cash, then I make a dash. Try to make a come up and do better than the past. I know you see me, but you don't wanna be me. I put that work in, Billy Blaze on TV. T-Bow when I'm getting dough, Bo Flex when I want some more. You throwing text when I'm on the road, but I'ma knock them down, dominoes. Opposition don't worry me, I'm making moves with urgency. No remorse when I'm on the beat, if I spare your life is a courtesy. I take my product, turn it in the dough. Stack my money and then buy some more. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. Yeah, I'm grinding hard. I'ma buy some flour, turn it in the dough. Get that cop money and then buy some more. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. I'm grinding hard. Hell yeah, I'm grinding hard. You can find me on the corner selling units. God done given me this talent, gotta use it. Tickets, slate tracks, tickets, hustle, so I prove it. In my white tee, in my black jeans, and my Nike say it's do it.